Hi, Jamie. How are you doing, girl? Good morning. My son left that drawer open. Girl, how is your day going? Are you enjoying this beautiful Arizona weather today? Arizona's so gorgeous, girl. Thank you for joining. I gotta log into my thing because y'all know I'm blind. Girl, you know I'm blind. So I gotta log in so I can read comments. And then we're gonna wait for Miss Sasha to show up. Hi, Kennedy. How are you? Yeah, you can have the rest of the ice. Hi, Kennedy. How are you doing? Hello, bestie. I'm doing good. How's your day going? How is your day going, girl? All right. Hopefully, I typed this right this time. Y'all know I'm almost typing. Ooh, I hate when I don't capitalize the I. Y'all, when I write something out and I don't capitalize the I have to go back and fix it. I don't know why. It bothers me. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, girl. Is it 1 p.m.? I know. It's like we got like 2 more minutes to 1. I got to make sure I catch Sasha and get her in there. Okay, so she said she's running behind. She's gonna be like 5 minutes late, but she gonna be in here. All right, start the poll. How's your Sunday going, you guys? I got that glare. Nutty, can you turn off that light right there? Because I'm getting like glares from I'm getting glares from these lights. This light behind me is giving me a huge glare. Y'all. No, not for her. It's 10. Hey, Emmy, how are you? Man, Jamie, I stepped outside. Y'all, when I tell you Arizona's gorgeous, it's so pretty. The only thing I feel like whenever I step outside and you feel the heat, you're looking for the water. You're like, where's the beach? You're looking for the water here. It's so gorgeous. And then the mountain views, I love stepping outside my front and looking at the mountain. And if I'm by the pool, I can see the mountains as well. Arizona is so gorgeous. Just, I wish we were by water. I wish we had the mountains and the water. But listen, I'll take the heat over cold any day. What are you guys having for dinner today? What time's it not for her? It's 10. Okay, hey. Emily said, hey, wait, I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. All right, Kennedy, I'll see you back, girl. Connor, how are you? I guess who's the ride to the city? Thank you, Connor. You just started sneezing, girl. My allergies. I'll be sniffing every now and then, so I'm like ducking off of the screen, girl, to do my allergies. Take care of my allergies. But it's gorgeous out there today. I know, girl. Until that summer heat hits in, Jamie, and then we're like 115 and going up, and then everybody's miserable. But Jamie, I don't know if you're still gonna be in Arizona. Did you hear about Buc-ee's coming here? Did you hear about that? That they're going to build the Buc-ee gas station, that big, huge, mega gas station. I think it's supposed to be done at the end of this year. But I need to be at the beach. I'm still working on my goal to get to Hawaii. That's my goal. I ain't going to be there yet, but I'm working on it. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, guys. I've had coffee. And then I had you guys, the crazy thing I've been having, I had coffee and then I'm going to do my apple cider vinegar. Y'all know I'm sad that I'm gonna have to order some off of a different site because they definitely watered this down. He sold the company. The guy that owned the company sold it, and the new owners are adding water to it. So it's not as concentrated as it used to be. The crazy part, y'all, I kid y'all not. Y'all, I'm not even joking. The crazy part with me taking apple cider vinegar I've been doing it for like 2 weeks. I'm down like 2 pounds. Y'all, I stepped on that scale this morning. I had to step on it a couple times more. I was like, okay, apple cider vinegar, I see you. You working. It may not work for everybody, but it's working for me, which is so weird. Oh, she is gonna be here, crew fan. She's running 5 minutes late. So Sasha will be here like it's 1:01. So let's get her. She got 4 more minutes. We're counting down. I'm having taco for dinner. Whoa, I love taco. What kind of tacos are you having for dinner? Hello, crew fan. Where are you chatting from? And that's good. I'm telling y'all, if you guys are trying to apple cider vinegar, I know it regulates your blood sugar as well. And I wonder if because it's regulating the blood sugar, if that's what's helping, you know? So I've been definitely taking it. And I'm like, I stepped on the scale this morning. I was like, okay, I'm not mad at you, scale. I did have to step on a couple more times because I didn't believe it. I was like, really? I'm almost out of the 70s. Y'all, for real. All right. So we had tacos for dinner. I'm doing hamburgers for dinner. I just saw my screen was reloading. What did you guys have for dinner today? Why am I buffering? Am I buffering for you guys? Is anybody else seeing the screen buffering, or is it just me looking at my computer screen? Because for some reason I see it buffering. Breaking news: trolls are. Connor, why'd you delete it? I didn't get to read it. A beautiful flower. Hi, Willie. Welcome to chat, Willie. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome into chat. How's your day going? I should have had my notebook here. I don't know where I put my notebook, you guys. You're not having a good day, crew fam? It's not dinner time yet. Girl, Jamie, you know, when I wake up, it's dinner time. Girl, I'm not even gonna lie, Jamie. As soon as I'm waking up, I'm cooking dinner. I'm like weird, girl. It might be because I have such a large family. I'm trying to get it out the way. So as soon as I wake up, girl, I'm in the kitchen. I'm making dinner. Dinner is done. It's too many of us, girl, for me to wait forever. Too many of us. Trolls are not going to ruin our live stream. Trolls never ruin our live stream. You guys see me laughing at them half the time. They never, unless they are completely out of line, disrespectful. The best way to deal with it is just ignore it. It's just like life itself. When you're in life itself, do you pay attention to everything that everybody says negative? No, you don't. So even when you had trolls that wrote in here, the best way to deal with them is just to ignore it. I'm not having a good day because tomorrow is school. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But school's almost out for the summer. Look at it that way. Ooh, and potatoes? Girl, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know what you're talking about. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Yes. I like that, girl. Girl, I'm like, mine is going to be hamburgers today. So I got the ground beef out, but I think I'm going to have the older kids start working on the hamburgers probably here in a little bit. You don't have school tomorrow, Emmy? Are you out of school? Are you guys looking forward to summer? All the young people in here, are you looking forward to summer break? I am. Y'all, my body is waking up. So give me a minute. I'm working on getting the caffeine through my blood. Y'all see me moving a little slow today, so I'm working on that caffeine. You don't have school tomorrow. Oh. What's y'all plans for tomorrow? Jamie, are you going to school tomorrow? Do you have school tomorrow? I know you're taking classes. What are y'all plans for Monday? Mine, nothing, because Tuesday I got to take 5 kids to the dentist on Tuesday. So Tuesday I have to go to Glendale, Arizona, to take my kids to a dentist appointment. Starting at 1, which is good. It's not early. I feel like the older I get, I can't do early appointments anymore. My body doesn't want to do early appointments. So they're like, whenever I'm booking an appointment for my kids, they're like, when do you want an appointment? I'm like, start it at 1, because I'm not trying to wake up early, do all that. Hi, Nicoline. How are you? How's your day going? Okay, yes, I have a lecture and an exam. Girl, you're going to be busy. Earthquakes, damage, and collapse at construction site across the globe and was magnitude 5+. I think I heard about that earthquake that happened. All right, you said YX is he all be Sam, he Sam, Tom he hit FD See, y'all not see what I'm reading because YouTube blocked the comment. Crew fan, I don't know what you're saying, but for some reason YouTube blocked your comment. I can see it on the screen, but it's hitting your message. So, hello, Sasha. Is it working for you? Okay. Did you click on the new Sasha? Did you click on that new link I sent you? Give me a second. Did you try that new link that I sent to you? Okay, hold on. All right, let me try something. All right, you guys, give me a second. I'm gonna have to back out of here and go back in here. And it's not letting you at all on that new link. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me try. Let me get out of this live and see. All right, let's go add. Say send an invite. All right, I'm gonna have to. I'm copying the link again. All right, guys, we're gonna work and see if we can get Sasha in here. Okay, Sasha, I sent it to you again. Tell me if that link works. Y'all bear with us because sometimes YouTube has some technical difficulties. We're gonna get her in here. Yeah, Connor, because I have to go. I am going in and out of the live because I'm trying to see if we can get Sasha in here. Hi, BM. How are you? Good afternoon. Is it afternoon for you? Welcome to chat. All right, let's see if that works for her. Man, sometimes YouTube, it's crazy when the lives don't work. So she's got to be able to click on it and see if we can get her in here. Y'all bear with us. All right. Y'all give me 1 second. The screen's going to freeze up, but give me 1 second, you guys. The screen's going to freeze for a second. Let me see. All right. I text that to Sasha, you guys, to see if she gets it. See if she gets in here. Yeah, you can. Give me 1 second, baby. Give me 1 second. All right, I got to make sure I catch her. Hold on 1 second, Joe. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, let's see if she can get in here with a text message. Hi, Michael. How are you? Mommy, over here. Nani, get that to Nani real quick. Get that to Nani, baby. Sorry, you guys. I want to make sure I catch Sasha trying to come in here. No, there's tons of cups there, baby. In the cabinet. No. All right, do we see it here? Give me a second. We're trying to get Sasha in here, and so I'm texting her. Abraham, give me Joshua's cell phone. Give me Joshua's cell phone, please. Y'all, give me a second. We're gonna try to get Miss Sasha in here. All right, hold on, y'all. All right, guys, give me a second again. Hold on. All right, hold on, you guys. Oh, it's gonna be a little bit. I don't know why that's not working for her. Hold on, you guys. All right, copy link. All right, Messenger. All right, we're gonna try this, you guys. I don't know why our link is not working. We may have to start again. We may have to start a whole new live. So give us a second. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get Sasha in here. Okay, she says that one works. Okay. Let's see if I see her on here. All right. Girl,
Hi.
finally.
Right?
And here's the thing. Let me show you something because I had to use my son's phone. All right, hold on one second, girl. Y'all, welcome Sasha to the live.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Mm.
Girl, this is my other cell phone that don't work. So I'm using that's why I said my email on it, girl, because this phone's so damaged. I just charge it to get codes. So I was like, she gonna be like, what the heck?
Uh-huh.
Girl, I gotta get it fit. Look, it's taped up and all, girl. And
Hi,
so
Kristen. Hi, Sanjuro. Hi, BM. Sorry. Hi, Connor.
girl. So I had to use my son's phone. I was like, go get your brother's phone. So I use this phone, which is not connected, girl. This phone's not connected. I use this phone because my other phone is broken until I had to replace that phone. So
Oh,
this is my
okay.
little backup phone.
Yeah, I
Welcome to the
understand.
live, girl.
I'm happy to be here. I couldn't wait to get here. I was like rushing. I'm like, oh my goodness, 5 minutes late.
I was like, oh no. I was like, let's see, where is
Hi,
she? Let's get
Buster.
on here. I'm glad we got you on here. A crew fan said, does the Top Notch family remember me?
I do. I do. I do. Like they've come into my live. They was like, I'm from the Sing Family Live. I'm like, I know. We going live. We gotta make sure y'all tune in.
Yes, because I don't remember. Somebody was in here yesterday. I can't remember her name. They were like, "Where is Sasha, the Top Notch family?" I said, "They're gonna be here tomorrow." I said, "Make sure you
Hmm.
guys jump on here." I said, "Your phone is down and broke." BS said, "Your phone is down and broken." Yes, y'all, and I'm gonna get it fixed, girl. Because I was like, I'm gonna have to send you that phone number from my personal phone so you have
Okay.
it. But girl, trying to answer this.
I wouldn't even.
Girl, I'll leave it for emergency. Like I need a code. I'm all like, hold on,
Like, hold on, let me angle this the right way so I can see what you're saying.
so I can read it. Cause it's like, trust me. And I'm a good mama. I got my kid's phone before mine. So my phone
Hmm.
was damaged and my kids broke their phone. So I replaced two teenagers, well, grown folks' phones, and I'm last. And then I
Oh.
replaced my husband's phone, girl, and I'm last in line. Oh my
That's usually
goodness.
how it goes. Mom's always like, we like, okay, everybody go first, and then we'll do what we have to do for ourselves later.
But I'm stuck at home talking about Wi-Fi call me. And then they get mad when I need to use their phone to make a phone call. I have to use their stuff.
Hmm. It's like, listen, I could have like got my phone and then left you guys out, and then you would be in the dust with the phone. So this is our phone until my phone gets fixed.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm like, no. Let's see here. What do we have in here? Are you using StreamYard? No, Jamie, we're not using StreamYard.
Hi,
Hi,
Jamie.
Daniel. I'll be over later, big sister. Boss, not yet. Oh my God, not a chance in hell you can answer it. No, I can't answer that phone. There's no way. That phone it's gone. It's gone. And Jamie said, hi, Sasha.
Hi, Jamie.
You guys, so we are large family mamas.
Hmm.
And Jamie, can you give us a little bit about yourself and your family and share with everybody on the stream?
Oh, me?
Yes.
And you said Jamie. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Okay. So
Sasha.
it's okay. I'm a mom. I'm a mom of five. I have three girls, two boys. My oldest she's gonna be 18. My second oldest, she's gonna be 12. My third, she's gonna be 7. My first son, he'll be 5 this year, and my youngest will be 2. And I'm homeschooling. I've been homeschooling since uh my daughter was in 4th grade. My oldest daughter, she was in 4th grade. Um, yeah. So what's some other things that I could say about myself? Because it's like, when you think about it, it's like being a mom, it's like it's just regular. Like, and then like when you talk to other people, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's not as regular as you think it is."
Exactly.
um, yeah. So yeah, so only one of my children been to school, my oldest,
Okay.
and she's pretty much graduating now. So like usually when people ask like what's their grades, I never told them about grades. I just wanted them to learn according to how they learn. I didn't want them to feel pressured by like the standards of regular schooling.
Right.
So like people will ask and they'll be like, what grade are you in? And I'm like, I'm homeschooled. And they're like, but isn't there still a grade? And it's like, I'm homeschooled. So, but my oldest, she's graduating. She's pretty much in the 12th grade. She's finished with school. And
Okay.
my my son, he's pretty much in pre-K. So like it like ranges in that. But if you want more details, I can help you.
But I get that. I get that because every year, and I've been homeschooling for over 17 years. Every year,
Mhm.
I gotta. get their ages and then pull out a list on what grade they in. Like, hold
Yeah, it's like it's so much. It's too much sometimes. It's like, listen, you're learning. You know this. This is the type of math you're learning. This is the type of English.
that's
We can
right.
talk about grades later. Like, let's go according to how you learn.
That's right.
Like my daughter Tiani, my second daughter,
Yes.
she we taught her advanced. So like by the time she was 4, she was already reading fully and writing and everything. So it was like when people ask, it's like I don't even know what to tell you her grade is. It's just this is what she was interested in. This is how she learned.
Okay.
So we just taught her that way. She wanted to catch up with her older sister. So it was like, you know, it's no we don't go by grades in my household.
I like that. I like that. And then like the fact that you started young, and you
Mhm.
just had reading and everything down pat. I am so with that. I think for me, I had, I got the 8 kids. I have one graduating this year also. I found that each kid learns a little bit different than the other. Some
Exactly.
will excel with math, some will excel with reading, and then some will struggle. Like I got one,
Hmm.
and I'm like, Lord, how many different ways can I teach you this? So
Hmm.
joy of having a large family and being able to homeschool. I did it the same way you did. I one went to school and he went to public school and he didn't know anything. He did
Yeah.
absolutely nothing, and they kept pushing him forward and pushing him forward. And I was finally like, you know what? I said, I'm going to homeschool you,
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna take it tomorrow.
I had to start from the basics. I had to start. I have a kid that's supposed to be 6th grade, and I had to start from the basic and work him all the way up. And that's the one that's the deputy sheriff. And I was like,
Hmm.
I think the first year of homeschool, he cried every day. Every day was tough for him because I was a tough homeschool mama. I was like, no, we're gonna learn this,
Hmm.
but they eventually got it. Listen, said, what's the topic? Amy said, I'm back. We got a question. Is homeschooling just as they are progressing on their terms? That is Jamie's question.
It depends. Like, there's traditional homeschooling, right? There's traditional, and then there's the curriculum was Common Core. Curriculum was like so hard for her. She couldn't. They would try to like say like they're 10 plus 10. They want you to go, and you usually would just go, okay, 10 plus 10 equals 20, but they want you to find the root to the pi and everything to get to 20. And it's like she's
Right.
not understanding that there's a easier way, and they wanted her to go around to figure it out, and it confused her, and it made her not know. It's freezing. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. If
Um,
everybody can see, I can
can
see. Are you
everybody
guys
see?
live?
Yeah, they said the live is lagging.
Teaching homeschool. Is everybody? Because I can see you good on my phone.
Okay,
Are you guys lagging, or are we good?
someone said it is. Okay, so yeah, so it was just like it was so hard for her to.
Yeah, and see, yeah, I think Sasha, yours is going. Your Wi-Fi is starting to go in and out. I know, but Wi-Fi be doing its own thing sometimes. All right, are we good? I good places.
I kind of hear a little echo too.
Okay. Are you better?
How do you get to play?
Are you good? You're
Um.
smooth on my side now.
Okay, so Connor asked, "How do you get kids places?" Just wondering. Oh, we have a car. Or what do you mean? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Connor. But we drive. Like we have like a car that fits everybody, and
I like that.
and we.
I love
I
it.
mean, excuse me, SUV. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, how do
My
you
daughter.
feel? How do you feel? Because I got 8 of them. When your family starts expanding and you got to get bigger and bigger vehicles. How do you feel about that?
Um, at first, I didn't even realize it until my fourth. I'm like, hold on. We need a big car. Like my husband's like, yeah, we need 3 rolls now. Like you gotta make room. Um, so I told my husband, I don't know what we're gonna do if like like for you, right? Like I'm like, she must have like a really big car to fit 8 kids in her car.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what are we gonna do if that's the case? So do we are we gonna have like 2 cars? Or are we gonna do? He's like, no, I'm gonna get a Sprinter van for everybody. We was just gonna travel in a Sprinter.
I love that though, because I have right now. I got my Ford Expedition, which
Mhm.
pass emissions, but it fits all the 7 that are still home and myself. Now, if my husband's here, it girl, it don't fit him.
Somebody has to sit on someone's lap.
Yeah. Someone's got to go up, or he used to have his own truck before I moved here to Arizona. So
Okay.
he's over the road, the truck driver. He is rarely here, So I'm good. I'm good with the vehicle I have now. I do want to get one of those big. I wanted the 12 passenger vans. I wanted one of those,
Mhm.
and he did not want one. He did not want one. I'm looking at him like, why?
I'm
He's
like,
like,
it's too big. You're like,
I was like, I do not mind driving that at all. Let's see what that is. My next best thing is to get what is that? A Minotaur. It isn't enough room for everyone. I got about 14 seats. Wow. Wow.
okay.
I'm Team Arizona over here. In your day, I know we were, BM was asking a lot of questions. She was helping me last night figure out questions so that they could ask you. Another question is, how do you run your household? How does your day start and end with a large family?
Um, I'm sorry, my daughter once again.
I was gonna ask, can can we put like turkey meat in the tacos?
Make your taco how you want to make your taco. Like, it's your taco. As long as you don't waste it, I'm okay with it. um,
Making me hungry.
yeah. The way my day starts, I wake up around 6 in the morning, sometimes 5:30 in the morning. I wake up early because sometimes your mornings is like the only time you're gonna get to yourself having a bunch of kids. Like, you have like so much, especially homeschooling kids. It's not like you taking them to school after, like it's like, oh, I'm getting you ready to go to school. Yeah, I'm getting you ready to go to school downstairs. And I'm gonna have to teach
Don't break.
you. And so I gotta make sure you eat breakfast. So I I take time to just get myself together mentally. I try not to turn on my phone all the time, which is hard to do. But I try not to turn on my phone. I try to get my mental right. Like, I say positive things to myself. Like like for the day, like I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna be successful. Like, I try to like say positive things to myself to build myself up for the day. Cause sometimes you wake up, you like, it's Monday. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna get out of bed. Especially being at home, like your kids is at home. It's like, I don't feel like teaching you today. So sometimes you gotta build yourself up.
I
So
love
I'll build myself up and then I'll like get my dogs food ready because we don't feed our dogs kibble.
Oh,
We feed them human food pretty much, like a balanced diet, like fur and a whole bunch of other things. Like, so it's like bone and everything because they're such big boys and girls. Like my dogs is American bullies. So I'll like get their rice going. I'll cook them rice and then get their breakfast ready. My daughter deals with dogs after that point. Like, but I'll walk them and everything, and then I'll get the kids up and ready for school. Like, make sure they eat, and then once it's like a tedious like thing. But even with that, like I'll get them up and ready for school, and while they're getting ready, I'll like try to make like my content in batches. Like, so do my shorts. Like you see every short that I like, I'll do like as many as I can until it's time for them to get ready. Until school starts. So like I start school around 9 o'clock for them. And I'll be like doing a whole bunch of shorts in that time frame and scheduling them out to go out on YouTube. And then I'll like once everybody's done eating, I start schooling everyone. So my older ones pretty much have the routine. Like I'll already have their work planned out. If I didn't plan out their work in the morning, the night before, I'll plan it out that morning. But usually I do it the night before so that they'll be good. And then
Right.
I'll deal with my preschoolers. Like I'll teach them together until so like with writing, they're both learning together.
I like that. I like
But
that.
reading, because they're on different levels reading wise, my daughter, she's a lot further in her reading than my son. Then I'll separate it, so she'll sit back and she'll watch, and she'll even help me help her brother learn how to read and certain things like that, and then I'll flip it and then do that with her. So it's kind of like that, and then the rest of the day has to do with a whole bunch of other things.
I love that.
um
I love that.
yeah, it's a pretty, when you say it out loud, it's like such a long day. But for me, it's like it's not enough hours in the day to do
There's
all of this
not.
stuff sometimes.
Right.
It's like, wow, like I feel like I didn't do enough
Yes.
during the day.
Yes. Especially being a large family mama. Because
Hmm.
Jamie said must be a routine for that many kiddos. Emmy
Yeah.
said we had tacos. Let's see, we got another reaffirm. Um, BM said, okay, reaffirmation. I probably didn't say that right. And positive thoughts are good and good are good in you. I like that because when you said that, how you start your day, I love that because I'll say something on that. I'm trying to manage the comments. Me, Sasha,
I
we
see. I see.
I start my day, I will put on a song by Ryan Ellis, and it's a song called Perfect Peace. And I will
Hmm.
tell, I can't say her name loud, but Alexa to repeat that song over and over. And it's talking about how God keeps you in perfect peace. Just to get that mindset ready
Hmm.
to tackle the day, you know. And I love that you're starting your day in things that are positive, things that are uplifting,
Hmm.
because we may think that it's easy to do what we do, raise a large family, but a lot of people mentally they can't
Can't
handle that.
handle it.
They can't handle not having me time. What is me
Hmm.
time? If we go to the restroom, they slide in a note under the door talking about, can I play a video game? Yes or no? And I'm like,
You
you gonna
see,
slide a note?
since we've been on here, how many times my daughter done came in here already? It's like there's no me time. It's we. It's all of us. We time.
Exactly. And I truly believe, Sasha, I believe that God has certain mamas out there that are made to have large families because
Hmm.
it's a selfless life. It is a life where you really enjoy your children, you enjoy your
Hmm.
family, and you could care less about, let me get this me time, let me go hang out with the girls, let me do all this stuff. You're like, no, let me hang out with my family.
Yes, exactly. I kid you not. Like yesterday, right? My cousin, she like literally left not too long ago. But my cousin, she needed me to do her hair, to style her hair for her because she has locks just like me.
Yeah.
So she needed me to style it, and I was like, I didn't know that my husband planned like a fun day for us. So I told him, yeah, come on, like I'm at home, I'll do it real fast for you.
Yes.
And then like my husband was like, when he told me, I had to let my cousin know, and she understands because she has kids and she's married too. But it was like I want to enjoy my family because I'm gonna do your hair, I'm gonna make sure I do it, but like I just want to enjoy my time with my family too.
Right. I love that. I love seeing that.
Mhm.
I love seeing mamas that enjoy, your family.
Yeah, I love it.
Because, and people can drop in the comment, but I feel like society wants to, if we have a lot of children, they act like it's a burden. Like they
Mhm.
act like you're missing out on something. But when you carried a child and you birth a child, that is like the best. I'm sorry, that's like the best blessing in the whole world. To me,
Exactly.
that's worth more than, let's say, $1 million. To have
Exactly.
a little one in your arm and then you're entrusted with this child's upbringing. That's a huge responsibility.
Hmm. Yeah, like this life is like it depends on how you manage it and how you guide them through it. Like, everything that they do depends on you. So it was like, I tell people all the time, they're like, how do you do it? And I'm like, when you go into work, right?
Yeah.
your business, or if you own a business, but like I try to make it where everybody understands because not everybody owns, but like you go into work, you're gonna make sure you do your job properly because you are a part of a structure, right? And if you're not doing your job properly, the structure does not is not as solid as it should be,
That's right.
right? And as stay-at-home moms, like especially who decided to take on the path of homeschooling and teaching your kids, you have to install everything because usually when you send your kids to school, it's the teacher's responsibility. I'm giving you the responsibility of my child. Like you have to raise my child and make sure that my child, for 8 hours out of the day, you
Right.
have to raise my child and make sure my child is smart and is going to be able to handle life. So when you have your kids at home, it's like, okay, I want my kids to be just as good as me. Like I like my kids is a mirror of me. So I
Right.
always try to make sure I put in like that extra time, that extra work, or I'm asking them questions, or I'm giving extra hugs, or just anything, just to be like, okay, like I did that. Like I don't want my kids to be like, no, I lost out.
Or like, I want to go to public school, mom. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I asked them though. Literally every year, I ask my kids, do they want to go to school? Like, do you want to go to public school? If you want to, I don't want to hold you back. I don't want you to
I
be
know.
like, oh, my mom didn't let me be who I wanted to be in life, and it's like I didn't get that chance. And then when they get out in life, they're making decisions based off of the fact that they didn't have it.
That's
So it's
right.
like, okay, do you want to go to school? Like, if you want to go, I'll sign you up. No, no, I don't want to go to school.
Oh,
I
they
don't
like
want to
no,
stay
they're like
home.
I like the homeschool. I like the relaxing atmosphere. I love that.
Mhm.
Let's see, we got some more questions. It says some people can handle a big family.
Exactly.
Abby said I had church this morning.
Nice.
Said hi and bye. It's
Hi.
good being a mom. I like that, Jamie.
Yes, exactly, Jamie.
And Abby said one of my biggest fears is giving birth to a baby. I know it's weird, but that's a fear of mine.
It's a lot of people fears. Like honestly, it's not something that is far fetched. Like I know a lot of people that's like, yeah, no, I'm scared to give birth. Like I guess everybody kind of has that fear at first, especially with your first child. Like you're like, well, is it gonna go well? Are you gonna be okay? How is it gonna work for me? Like, especially seeing what you see on TV and then hearing other people's stories. So it could be scary. But I think it changes the moment it's time for you to give birth. It's like, okay, one, the amount of pain that you're going through while you're carrying the baby, like you like, I want this baby out of me. And by the end, you don't even care. You're not gonna be scared. Like, get out. It's
Yes,
your eviction notice is here. Time for you to go. Come out into the world
right.
so I can hold you.
I love that. And I know, especially when you get those sleepless nights because you can't roll over.
Oh my goodness. I literally was talking about that to my dad today. Me and my dad was on the phone and he was like, um, so what is it like giving birth? I'm like, for me, giving birth is the easy part. It's carrying them is the hard part. Like when you want to roll over and the baby wants to stay on the other side of you while you're rolling over. So you got that pain, or you got to use the bathroom and you got to jump up out the bed. And it was just me. I carry so big. Like I'm such a small, petite person. So
Yes,
when I'm carrying my
I love
baby,
it though. I love it.
they be like to my knees by the time I'm 9 months, and it's like, oh, get out. I'm done now.
Oh, but I love it. I love that you enjoy having kids, girl. And I know because when you get those mamas out there know it too. You can't even sneeze. Don't sneeze. It's all over.
You need diapers or something. Like you need some help after that. Like, like yeah, no, I gotta go home now. See you
And
guys.
then you do with the emotions and the roller coaster, and don't let nobody touch your food because then you want to fight.
Yeah, like where's my ice cream that I left in the fridge? Like you can't touch the snacks.
But I love that I love that you have 5 kids and you look amazing. You look
Thank
amazing,
you.
girl.
Thank you.
Girl, I feel like the last one I had, after I had him, it all went south, girl. I was like, Jesus,
To
help
me, you
me.
look good. So I mean, we're all our own worst critics sometimes, but to me, you look good. I'm not
Well,
gonna
thank
lie.
you so much, girl. Let's see. Jamie said the birth is easy. It's just getting used to being in your body. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
But I found this, and it's a crazy thing. I found that when I had my son at 40, he was like my easiest one. He was a,
Mm.
he was
Yeah.
at 40. You know, I loved being pregnant in 40 years old. It was smooth sailing for me with him. You know, the rest
Wow.
was like, oh my gosh. I think when you have that many kids after that, you don't care. I was wearing bikinis and all, girl.
Yeah, you like it's like I'm used to this now. This is normal for me. Like, for me, it's always the last couple of months. The last couple of months, it's like my hips hurt, my back hurt, like my pelvis. Because for some reason, my sons was like huge compared to my daughters. So
Oh,
they were like really like in there, like I would literally feel my oldest son like rub his forehead
oh.
all in my pelvis, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta get out. It's
You're
time.
like,
Please hurry up."
done. You're like, I am completely done with it. Let's say, Adrian said, "This is Miss Sasha." Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Let's say Al H said, "I'm checking in from Ohio. Welcome." All right, another
Hi,
question,
LH.
girl. Another question. Let's talk about food. What is your grocery bill like for a large family? I know for me, we're doing over 2,400 a month in food.
Uh, Mine is about 1,200.
You gotta
Twelve hundred a month.
count because
I the thing is, so what I do is like I'll try so I shop in bulk, of course. Like, it's a bunch of us. So it only makes sense to shop in bulk. So I mainly shop, so I'll shop in Sam's, BJ's. So like one day of grocery shopping is 5 supermarkets. Like we'll go to 5 different places in one day to get everything. And we'll get like 4 things of ground turkey, like 4 containers of ground turkey. Then we'll get like 5 bags of shrimp. This is literally my shopping list. Like 5 bags of shrimp, 4 things of ground turkey. We'll get like the big bag of party wings, turkey wings, and stuff like that. So we'll get all of our stuff, and then we'll get like, remember I told you I shop for my dogs too because they eat human food. So we got to get like, we get specific rice for the dogs, so they have their rice and then we have our rice, and we get like the 25-pound bags of rice, so
okay,
that we'll shop like in bulk of that. Like we'll get like 2 bags,
I
so
would
that
love
way
that.
by the next month we're really like the most we've run out on is on snacks. Like we'll have like a whole bunch of meats and stuff left over to take out the freezer.
Okay,
So it kind of helps us along. So like we kind of like shop to last the entire month. Like we shop once a month.
okay, I like that. I like that. Now, did you drop any of your shopping videos of you doing the grocery shopping?
I have not. I wasn't sure if anybody wanted to see that. So I was just like, I literally recorded it. I recorded it, but I just didn't drop it because I'm like, I don't know what, I'm still learning my subscribers. Like, what do you guys want? Like, what do you want to see? Like, I want to give everybody what they want and not what I think they want to
Right.
see.
Yes.
So I didn't put it out, but I'm gonna put it out because you said you want it
No,
now.
I would love to see that because for people like me, they're like, oh, I feel like 2,400 is killing me. It's killing me. I would love
It's
to be like, okay, how could and you would think like, oh, girl, you've been doing this for a long time. How come you're still? I would love to be able to bring this bill down. And I know the
hmm
snacks. I know if I'm going to Sam Club, I know the snacks last a lot longer. But my vehicle has been down, so I had to do a lot of Walmart delivery versus
hmm
Sam's. But girl, I don't care if tax or not. I'll be driving to Sam Club. I'm gonna go to Sam Club because I'm tired of this bill and
Yeah.
showing. And here's the thing. I know your family channel, so me being a family mama, I'm gonna tune in because I'm like, okay, hey, like, what are you
Some
doing?
tips.
And learn
Yeah.
from you. And I'm like, okay, shopping, yes, because I need to do that. And then you're sharing your homeschooling life, how you spend time with your family. You have a lot of value to your channel. And
Yeah.
believe it
Thank
or
you.
not, there's a lot of us watching because we're always kind of adjusting things like, I can do that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I am too. I feel like as a mom, you can always learn from other moms. Unless you're like a person that just is in your own world. I
Yeah,
just feel like there's always something to gain from another mom, especially another big mom, because it's like you can, like, what are you doing that I can do better at? Like, I've been trying to figure this out. Like, so that is definitely something that I can understand. I
I
think
love that.
someone
I'll
spoke.
be looking forward to that video. Let's see.
I'm
Somebody
sorry.
has a question. She said, "Hey, I have a question for both somehow I have 7 subscribers to my channel. I don't know how it got confused. Like people are finding me. Emmy, Emmy, Lord Jesus, Emmy, girl, you all off topic, Emmy. Emmy, I don't know what you're talking about, girl. Let's go. Jamie said, Aldi's is good too. Aldi's is good.
Mm.
She said, do you shop at Aldi's? Jamie said Aldi's is good. Do you do Aldi's?
I've never shopped at Aldi's. I shop at Sam's, BJ's, Walmart, um, what is the name? Oh, Kroger's.
Kroger's.
So Sam's, BJ's, Walmart, Kroger's, and farmers markets. Because I'm West Indian, I'm Jamaican. So sometimes, especially in the South, being out here, I've realized how much New York City actually spoiled me. Because I can't find a lot of the seasonings out here, so I have to go to like a farmers market where they sell like all cultural, international foods. So
Okay.
I'll go there for like my seasonings and everything. And when I get my seasonings, I get it in bulk too. Like I feel like as opposed to spending it on the smaller things, just spend it on the big things and it'll last you a little longer and then you can like refresh. So like that's what I'll do. Like I'll like buy smaller things when I see it's running out and I'll like refill my seasonings and stuff like that. Like I
I like
always trying to keep reserves.
because see, I think a lot of people don't understand with a large family that the big seasoning that y'all talking about the last month be like a week for us, like a week, you know. And I like
Yeah.
if we get cereal that's like family size, I'm like, that's 2 days.
Exactly. Exactly. And then for you have like older sons. Like for me, my sons is small, so it's like they don't eat as much as they will when they get
Yeah.
older. So you got I get it. Like it's a lot. And then you were getting deliveries. So maybe once you get your car back running too, you're gonna save a lot more money on groceries just from the deliveries. Like you're not gonna have to pay. Because
Yeah.
I felt like I told my sister that because my sister, she's another one who has a large family. She has 5 kids also.
Okay.
And I told her stop shopping online for your food. Don't order it because they're
Oh,
charging you more than they would in the store just because someone else is picking it up.
yeah.
Someone else has to ship it. Like, of course, with you, I understand your situation. But my sister, she was just like, no, I'm lazy. I don't want to go food shopping. And I'm like, girl, you better save some money.
Yes,
But
expensive. And what you're saying, because if I did Instacart, I'm paying double the price. And sometimes Amazon, you can get Amazon Fresh Lit for a good deal. But the only one that I found that was reasonable and close to the regular prices in the store was Walmart. But then you still got to
Mhm.
keep the driver. You know, the driver's got to
Yeah.
bring your stuff to you, and you got to
Yeah.
tip them. Then you
It's
got to
just
make
a
sure.
whole service.
Yes, then you got to make sure you got a good driver because my last driver, he dropped my food. I live in a townhouse. He dropped it by my garage, and I'm always telling him,
Wow.
"Don't be lazy, bring it to the front." He lost his tip. I was like, I rarely take that.
Yeah.
Like,
If I got
sir,
to do your job for you.
yes, we're not doing that with my food. I love that though, but I'm gonna definitely. I need to go more bulk shopping. Let's see. We got another question. Jamie said Aldi's is good for canned and frozen.
Mm.
Why did the bicycle fell over? I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe. Let's see. Produce international groceries are a secret, very affordable.
They
Okay,
are.
he says that. Now I do. Now you know my husband's from India, so I would have to go to like an Indian grocery store to get
Exactly.
certain things that he wants. But for the kids, it's usually Sam Club when our truck was up and running.
Mm. Oh, Costco's is another place that I go grocery shopping to. I literally go to all the bulk shop. I'm a member everywhere. I'm,
I like Costco, girl, but I'll tell you with Costco because I used to do Instacart. When I would go and do customers' orders, girl, my brain be all over. I feel like Sam Club was more organized, and I feel like I got a little ADHD going on, and I'm like, I go into Costco, girl, and I'll be like, oh my god, where's the bread? Where's this?
yeah, it's a little disorganized. Me and my husband like Costco. Costco
I'm
is
on my
like a
nerves.
favorite for us. I'm not gonna lie. Costco is like a favorite for us. Be like, okay, we're gonna go have our little lunch now because they always giving out the free food.
The samples, yes, girl, you
So
go.
we're in there just getting samples while we're shopping.
I love that. I love That's the best way to go though, because when you're hungry, you just go to. You got Costco and Sam's Club. You got them sample days where they're passing out
all
everything.
day. And then they're not selfish with it too. You'd be like, "Can I have another one?" Like, yeah, go ahead. Oh, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
I freak yourself come back around, acting like they didn't see me before.
My husband has this habit of sending me back. I'm like, babe, you got these people looking at me like I'm greedy. Stop sending me back. You like we gotta like alternate. Come on, we gotta do this. Like we gotta be a team.
Like it is your turn to go back over there and get those samples.
Mhm.
Good. Those bulk stores are so good. I love them. Let's see. We got some pronoun. Daddy said, "Good afternoon." Good afternoon to you.
Hi.
It's still an extra $50 to $60 for grocery delivery. Walmart is reasonable. And here's the thing with Walmart: you can sign up for Walmart in-house delivery where you don't have to tip the driver. The Walmart person delivers your grocery and they will put it away in your refrigerator. Girl,
Oh wow.
I
I
tried.
did not know that.
Girl, I tried them one time, and tell me why I didn't deliver my stuff to the wrong person's house. And I said leave at the door, and I canceled it. I was like, never mind, because I was trying to be cheap. I was like, oh, you don't have to tip the Walmart person, their driver. So I was like, let me try that. And the manager called me like, I'm so sorry, we got it to the wrong house. I don't know how we messed up. And I was like, dude, that wasn't even my house. And I was like, I'll just stick with regular Walmart delivery because Walmart has delivery, and then they have in-house where they will come in your house, even if you're not home, and you give them a passcode. They will put your groceries away, and they wear a camera, so they got a camera on them, so you can see.
Okay.
One. So you know they stealing nothing.
Not eating any food or anything. Yeah.
So I like that about Walmart, but they messed up. They delivered my stuff at the wrong house. I went back to just a regular delivery. I was like, we're not doing that. Davey says lunch at Costco. She's laughing.
It is, girl. Don't sleep on Costco's. You will get a snack. You will get food and something to wash it down with too. You just gotta go on the right aisles.
Just keep walking around there. You're done.
Mhm.
I love that. Let's see here. Nicholas said, yes, that is what I did too. Okay, Walmart and fries. And here's the thing. I remember the name Kroger's because I used to live in Kentucky. Here they call it fries. So Kroger is. I don't like the name. I'm like, why are we calling Kroger's fries? Who thought of that name? I'm like, who? I be getting mad every time I refuse to call it fries. I'm like, it's Kroger's.
This is Kroger.
So here in Arizona, they want to call it fries, but it's the same company. No Walmart in Seattle. Wow.
I didn't know.
And we shop at Costco and Walmart and fries. Costco's actually started in Seattle. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I didn't know that. A little history, okay.
Okay, we got a little history here. I'm thinking, all right, you guys can drop questions if you have more questions on here. And Sasha, you can jump in if anything else that you want to share with everybody, on this live.
I was needing to ask you because I remember you asked me, like, what is laundry like?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I literally just cleaned out my laundry room the other day. It was horrible. I recorded it, so I'm gonna make some video.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, how do you get your videos out so fast?
Okay.
It takes me forever. Like, it's like because I'm doing so much, and it's like I feel like I'm doing so much that I'm not finishing anything. Like that's my problem. Like I'll be making a bunch of content and then I'm like, oh, I gotta cook. Oh, I gotta go live. Oh, I gotta like, and then it's like, oh, I didn't finish. Oh, like how do you do it?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for me, I did, and the one day I did, like I showed like the day, like how my morning went. When you saw me filming that, everybody was asleep. I was up extra early, and I put that tripod up, and I started filming me putting the dishes away, and then I was reading my Bible, and then I was doing laundry. But I was able to do it because everybody in the household was
asleep.
Editing, I feel like editing comes a little bit natural for me because I love videoing. I love videoing. I love putting a video together. So I can sit there and I try to just do like a video, a long content, and a short. So in that day, I will do a long content and then I will put together a short as well. So when I'm filming, I'm going sideways, girl, this way, that way. to get it all together. So that is how. And then I will sit down and I'll tell my kids, be quiet. I'm like, I'm about to, and they know, they will turn their stuff all the way down, like, and I'll yell. I'm like, I'm about to do a voiceover. Be quiet. The whole house is like,
I think I need to try that because I like I said, I wake up early in the morning. So sometimes I'll even wake up even earlier than that. But for the most part, I wake up at 6. I wake the kids up at 8, so that gives me like a 2 hour leeway. But my voice is so groggy in the morning. I can't do my voiceovers. It's like I'm like, oh man, I gotta wait till these kids is awake to start, like, to warm up my voice. So my husband was like, do some vocal training so that your voice can, like, you can speak on your voiceovers. I have so many videos that I finished, but they need voiceovers.
you can do it too, because here's the thing. Even if you have videos, like say you want to film that whole thing in the morning, I can even sometimes wait late at night, and then when the house is more quieter, and then I can sit and do a voiceover. But I still got to yell to the kids, I'm doing a voiceover, because
Voiceover,
they're
yeah.
stomping upstairs and just doing craziness. Because or because when I try to film when everybody's awake and going, it's always something to edit out. I got somebody calling somebody stupid. Somebody calls somebody, and I'm just like,
Like, okay, let me jot that down. Let me get that out of here.
and just getting that stuff done. And I will touch on laundry. For laundry, because it's such a large family, girl, I cannot do the folding away clothes. So I make the kids put every single thing on a hanger unless it's undergarment and socks. So pajama, girl, pants, not shorts, t-shirt, everything goes on a hanger, and it makes it easy. So as soon as the laundry comes out the dryer, we grab a stack of hangers and we just hang up everything. And it
Wow.
cuts down on you have to constantly folding clothes, put it in a dresser drawer, and it's easier for the kids to find their clothes because everything's hanged up. Hangers
Mhm.
like that. I'm every t-shirt, because Walmart hangers are cheap, girl. I'm like, hangers. I'm like, what are you gonna do? I'm not sitting there like, no. I'm like, get
You
the
know
hell.
what's so funny? I literally was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I found this life hack on social media where it's like you take a cardboard box, you cut it a certain way, you lay your clothes on it, you go pop, 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 and it's folded. So I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna try that. But you're saying hangers, I think I might go the hanger route because I was like, I'm the type of person, I grew up folding clothes. Like, we
that's
had
how
to
I
fold
grew
it.
up.
Like, you had to fold your clothes, make sure you put it neat and everything. So I do that with my kids.
Yes,
They don't fold clothes as nice as me though. It aggravates me sometimes. So sometimes I'll sit there. I'm like I try not to say it, but it's like a OCD a little bit. Like, I need things to be a certain way. If I'm dealing with it, if I washed it, you're gonna handle it the way I want it to be handled.
that's right.
Gotta fold it right. So I'll sometimes be like, okay, no, I'll just do it. Like, let me just do it. Let me fold it. Y'all get out my way. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see you. I'm putting on music. Don't bother me. Don't ask me no questions. Or you folding all this by yourself.
That's
And
right.
usually,
You're like,
usually it'll get it done that way.
and this is what I found with folding, girl. So whenever we had the dressers and kids would have to fold it, the clothes, even if I fold it, it would be disorganized by the time it's done, because they searching through the stuff looking for what their t-shirt, and you gotta move it, and then it would be a whole mess, and then I had to come back in and redo it again. And so I found that if I hang up everything on a hanger, it's
They
easy for them
just,
to slide over and find their clothes.
mhm.
And guess
Yeah, it makes sense.
what? It made laundry super fast because there's a pile of clothes and everything is on a hanger. And it's easier for the kids to go in there and grab their clothes. And then for me, for the younger ones, it's easier for me to find their clothes too. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking
It's
for this.
true.
There it is. Instead of me go, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh no, this t-shirt. I thought the shorts was with this, but it's over here. Yeah, you're right.
So that's what I found that will make the large family laundry days run a lot smoother. And that's why you will see, like in my laundry room, I never have clothes that are piled up that need to be folded and need to be done, because as soon as that dryer is done, everything goes on a hanger, and it made life more easy for me. I told the kids, I was like,
Okay.
scratch the dresses. I'm tired of y'all. You fold it up one day and I go in there, it's a huge mess. I was like,
Mhm.
I said, everybody on a hanger.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk to my husband about that because I'm like, if I was to show you my closet, it looks like a clothing store. I promise. Like my side, right? Like we have like like one closet that we share. My side is so neat and nice. Like I have things hung up on the hangers, folded, and then you turn and you look at my husband's side, and it looks exactly like what you're saying, where everything is thrown all over the place, and it's like there's no order. I'm gonna put everything on hangers, like especially for him.
Come back and tell me how it works. You be like, girl, this is a game changer. You know,
I'm gonna try it for sure.
girl, because all you will have in your dressers, you'll have the shorts, socks, and undergarments. And it makes stuff so much easier. I mean, you can even color coordinate. You can have the whites, the blues.
Hmm. Heights and everything. Like you can really organize if you want to.
Yes. So I'm like, this makes life so much easier. Oh, let me see. Somebody has, I look up, there's no Amazon Fresh in Arizona. Amazon Fresh is in Arizona. They have not, how do I say, Whole Food. So Whole Food is in Phoenix. I'm in Maricopa County, and we have Amazon Fresh because I use them a lot for delivery. And with Amazon Fresh, it's like 100. You got to spend $100 to get free delivery on that. And let's see, so probably because it's not here in Arizona. But thanks for the suggestion. Oh, who is the new queen? That's Miss Sasha.
Hi. Hi Nova. How you doing?
Hello, Jeff. All right, Sasha, do you have any questions for me?
I did. Let me. It took me a long time to get on here. I'm sorry.
I know. And PM was we was thinking of questions. We were on.
Hmm.
Was helping. I was like, okay, I'm like, that is a good one. Let's do this. And I'm gonna go back. I actually closed
Do
my.
you think it is how do you balance social media and being a mom?
Oh,
Like,
that's a good question. I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna log back in. I accidentally closed myself out of here. It's good. How are you guys? I'm doing good. No, but he said it's good. How are you guys?
oh great, thank you for asking.
Okay, so
It's so hard for me to not look at the comments. I be ready to answer, but I'm like, I'm talking to you too. Like,
girl, Sasha, look at them comments. Girl, you cut me off anytime. Read them comments, girl. I am so fine with that. That way they feel like they are included in the
you're
video.
like, you engaged with us, yeah.
So I'll tell you this. So for a while, when I decided to do a YouTube, I wanted to do it for a long time. My oldest son was a YouTuber way before I was. He had a channel called J Life, and this is like almost 10 years ago. So he was filming. He accidentally got locked out of his account, so he had to restart over. And I've always liked YouTube, but I was camera shy. I didn't want to get on the camera. And one day I was like, girl, you just gonna have to do it. Just get over yourself and get on that camera and do it. But I had Instagram, I had TikTok, I had Facebook, and I told myself I was trying to juggle all this stuff and my kids, and what I would do is I would wait to the evening time when everyone was settled down, then I would do all these platforms. And one day I was like, why are you spreading yourself out like that? Shut down the Instagram, shut down the TikTok, which I did. I went back on Instagram for a while, but I shut it down again. I have a TikTok, but there's nothing on there, zero stuff on there. And I was like, shut down all this stuff. Stop spreading yourself out. Yes. I was like, that way you can concentrate on YouTube. You can have I love my Facebook for the purpose. I have a lot of school stuff on there. I can connect with the other homeschool groups on there. But that way I can find balance in my life and have time to cook, clean, take care of my children, homeschool. Because in reality, you can't juggle all this stuff. Something's going to be lacking. If I'm trying to juggle all these different social media, something in the house is not going to be taken care of. And to me, it was letting myself know it's okay if you're not on all these apps. So I shut down the Instagram, TikTok. Only reason why I went back on there because some guy was stalking my daughter. That was the girl.
I remember when you told me that.
And Facebook, I like Facebook because Facebook is you get paid, to post on Facebook too. So I like that too. I can use that for shorts and reels, but it's not as much. So I usually just do it for my kids' school. Like if I have a question, like can I order this with my kids' funds for their school? I can get on there and find the right answer for that, and so on. But for me, it was cutting down on all the social media and just focusing on YouTube. and just it's been like, okay, I'm gonna put all into YouTube, and then find that time to do my YouTube thing. So YouTube will either be working on it when the kids are asleep, when it's time to homeschool, that phone is down. The phone is completely down. It's sitting there unless I'm gonna get a clip of them doing their work. And then once they're done homeschooling, once I'm done doing activities with them, then I can pick that phone up again and have a little quiet time to work on social media. But you got to find that balance because I've
Mhm.
seen people where they're so like, and their house is lacking.
Mhm.
Okay,
Exactly.
this should not be for me, for my family. This is not more important than my family time. Because like I told my kids, I said at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how big that YouTube channel grows, people will turn on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Once
you do some one thing that they don't like, and then it's like they forgot every nice thing that you had a discussion and everything. Yeah.
you on every hate channel on YouTube.
Exactly. Like I definitely understand what you're saying with that for sure. I literally I've been trying to balance it through scheduling, but of course as a mom, things you're gonna have diapers that need to change or like just anything that's gonna like take you off your schedule a little bit. So I agree with just like giving them your 100% attention. And then like with me, my kids actually want to be a part of the YouTube channel. So it kind of helps a little bit too, because it's like, okay, I just put out a video yesterday, right? Like with us, we did like a skit.
Yeah,
And it was just like they were like, "Oh, are we gonna do a skit? Are we gonna do a
I
skit?"
love
It sometimes it kind of like puts that push that I need to like get it done fast. Like, okay, let's get this done. Let me do this. Let me make sure I'm like scheduling out and actually following my schedule to where I can do what I need to do.
that. Right. I love that,
Hi,
and
February. Hi, everybody.
girl, and I love the fact that your kids are involved with it because the
Hi,
only
Melissa. I'm sorry. They're my subscribers.
Oh, I did. Okay, they in here. Look, they found you, girl. The only people that want to be involved in mine is Joe. Girl, Joe. That's it. Harassing me.
Did they are they shy too? Are they camera shy, your kids?
They are. They are. So, especially my next older daughter, she don't want anything to do with it, girl. I gotta feel
How
love.
old is she?
She is eight. She'll be 18 in July. So right,
Okay.
18. My oldest daughter is 21, and she does her own YouTube channel. So she's got her own.
Okay.
And then my son Joshua, girl, he want to play basketball. The other one be coding. The other boys are like playing games. Every now and then Isaac will come in. He likes to do cooking only. So if I'm cooking
Okay.
a cooking video, Isaac will join that. But the one that's all up in the camera is the 5-year-old.
It's Joey.
Girl, so me in the camera like I'm like, boy, you don't go sit down somewhere, But just I love it that you have a schedule, you have something that works for you. That way you can balance your social time. Because I really feel that if you find something that works with you, stick with it. You know,
Mhm.
girl, for me, I feel like I'm a little ADHD. My brain be everywhere. So my
Sometimes it feels like that. It's
my
not ADHD, it's being a mom. Like I've saw something like that. They was like they wonder about mothers. Like mothers have to have the most ADHD because we'll be like, I gotta go wash the dishes, but you passed by the laundry room, forgot that you didn't close the laundry room, the dryer door. So you're closing the dryer door, and then you're like, oh, the bathroom light needs to turn off. So let me turn off the bathroom light. And oh, I forgot that we need to sweep this up. And it's like you find yourself doing like a bunch of things, and it's like, but wait, it's
Right.
just how it is as a mom. Like we got a lot to do. We know we gotta get it done in a certain time
Multitasking.
frame.
Look, multitasking and keep going. I'll tell you a funny story. I remember one day being at Walmart and I was in the checkout line. And of course, my kids were younger back then. And I'm talking to the cashier, right? And you be looking at the side of your eyes, still kind of watching your kids. And I know one of my kids was about to do something. And I just grabbed him like this and kept talking to the cashier. She looked at me. She's like, girl, she's like, I do not see how you just having a conversation and you know what your kid doing. Like, boy, come over here.
Mhm. Like we can hear behind ourselves, like we have ears behind us, we have eye, like we can see and all peripheral vision. Like That's the thing with my kids. They were like, but you didn't even turn your head. It's like, yeah, I was watching you the entire time though. Like you don't I don't have to turn to see you. I know you're there.
Yes, we know exactly what you're doing over there, about to tear up something. Go sit down.
Like you better didn't I tell you before we got here?
Yes, behave yourself. Let's see. We got some questions, girls. We got you two are my favorite girls. Justin said.
Thank you, Justin.
Emmy said, I like saying hi to people on chat. It's fun. Somebody said, mommy drop is like hot. Kennedy is in here. Hi, Kennedy. How are you? I mean,
Hi,
just
Kennedy. My
girl.
name is Sasha.
So I have a question. So what made you decide to do the homeschooling route for your family?
My oldest daughter, Maya, she was having a hard time with the curriculum. So, she and then she had like this bubbly light about her before she went to school. Like she was so bubbly, she was happy. She was like, hi, like she's just happy. And before she went to school, because she was my first, and then I was 18 when I gave birth to her. So for me, I had the pressure of you're a teen mom,
Yes,
everybody is expecting me to fail. So it's like I gotta make sure that she doesn't fail in life. So it's like I had to make sure she's learning the things that she's supposed to be learning. So by the time she was 1, she already knew how to count to 20 in Spanish.
I love that.
She, yeah, I was like, she knew how to say delicioso, all that. Like by the time she was 1, and she was like she would memorize certain words. She wasn't reading, but she would memorize certain words. Like she had photographic memories to where she would know what the word is. Um, and then when she got to school, it just like started
Um,
decreasing. And then she was meeting other girls. Like we're from New York City, and she went to school in Harlem, and in Spanish Harlem at that. So there was a lot of girls that were Spanish, and so like one Halloween, she dressed up as Elsa.
okay.
And I did her hair like cornrows and like gave her the Elsa braid and everything. And my husband, before he left, I'll never forget that. He was like, if anybody says Elsa is white, you tell them I'm the black Elsa and
That's
I'm beautiful.
that's
And
right.
at first I was like, I didn't even think to prepare her for something like that. I'm like, she's just beautiful. Like I made her into Elsa. I didn't even think that little kids would understand color. And literally that was exactly what happened. She went to school, a little girl told her that, and she was able to have the comeback. Um, but still when we asked, because we asked, like, how did you feel about it? She was like, it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because it was like,
Okay.
why does that matter? You know, and then she had this dean, he was Spanish, and he just kind of honestly, he was racist. I'm not gonna lie, he was racist, and
And
he
learning
would
from
call us and say that like so she's 5 years old. It's different occasions too, different grades. She's 5 years old, and she gets into an argument with the kid. She's
um,
5 years old. Little kid kicked her. A little girl kicked her, and she told the little girl, "If you kick me again," I don't know where she got it from, but she was like, "If you kick me again, I'm gonna throw you out the window."
yeah.
Come on. She's a little 5-year-old kid. She's not gonna throw her out the window. That's just her way of saying, stop hitting me. The man told me that he was gonna put it on her record that she said something like that, and and that's gonna follow her throughout her school year. That's her life of schooling. Why would you want to ruin a 5-year-old child like that? She's only in kindergarten. She could have seen it on TV or anything.
Yeah.
Another time, she's in 4th grade. I just gave birth. This is like around the last year for her. She's in 4th grade. I just gave birth to her sister in November. Something happened where one of her classmates found the asthma pump outside and took the asthma pump. My daughter knows better than to pick stuff up off the floor and put it in her mouth.
That's right.
But he called me and he's like, there's an incident in school. I can't tell you what the problem is, but you need to come here. And I'm like, listen, I just gave birth to a new baby. I can't just run out the house like that. You need to tell me what's going on with my child. You don't have the right to hold information about my child if you're saying that there's something serious going on.
That's right.
And he explained to me the situation. I get to school. I'm not the type of parent that's automatically going to believe the teacher
Right.
because sometimes people lie. It is what it is.
They do.
I'm gonna ask my daughter first.
That's
So my
right.
daughter's like, I never did that. I actually went and told the teacher that they're taking the asthma pump. So then it's like, okay, now we're talking about something different here. You're once again, this was another situation where he's trying to put it on her record. And it's like, you're out to ruin my child before she even has a chance.
That's right.
So and then she's not learning anything. She's feeling pressured by the fact that she's not learning anything, and it's bringing down her joy. And it's like, okay. And her teacher told us like, whatever we're doing, we need to bring like keep doing it. So it's like, yeah, take her out. And then for us, my second daughter, she had such a bright imagination. Like she literally created an entire world in her mind. We call it Nani Lands.
Oh,
She had, the Lego Worlds game.
yes.
She would literally build the world that's in her mind on the game. So
Okay.
she created it in Lego World. So we're like, my husband's like, I can't send her to school for that to happen to her the same way it happened to Tamaya. So it was like, okay, we gotta like start looking into how we're gonna homeschool her and something. And I had the fight of my life to get her out of school. Like they told me that they were gonna call ACS on me.
Yeah, they try
I
to
had
crap. Yeah.
They told me they were gonna call ACS. They was like, "Oh, you had your daughter out of school for this period of time." And honestly, the mistake wasn't even mine; it was theirs.
Yep.
You're threatening to call ACS on me off of your mistakes, off of your mishaps. And it was just too much. My oldest daughter actually wound up having a fight right before we took her out of school with the same little girl, and we was like, "Okay, yeah, that's
And
it,
and
you're
people
done."
don't understand in the comment section. It said one person said, "Lover said, oh, that's making me want to cry." They don't understand this. You know, when we have our black children in school, a lot of time they are not. Y'all got to remember, we live in a world where not all teachers are like this, but they got some
Mhm.
teachers that are racist that will just push your kid and hold them behind and really not care to educate them. So I'm glad that you pulled your child out of school because my son,
Thank you, Miss Sarah.
girl, I had to do that for him. So my oldest son, they wanted him to go to sixth grade, barely know how to read, barely know how to do math, and just kept pushing him forward. Teacher had him cleaning up urine in the bathroom. Yep, and saying because he came out the bathroom last and there was pee on the floor, he must have did it. And I was,
Wow.
and at the time he was with my mama, and I was like, nah. And so the last straw was they told me your son has ADHD. We want to put him on medication. And I
Yeah,
went
no, it's okay. Thank you.
I went up to the school. I had a meeting with the principal, and he had a new teacher. And his new teacher was a black woman, and she said the same thing. She said she's like I don't. She's like no, he doesn't. They didn't tell me nothing. They brought somebody in the class to watch my son and tell me he had ADHD. He needs to be medicated.
Wow.
Up there and had a meeting with all the teachers and principal, and I said he doesn't have ADHD. He's the only child. Okay, he was the only child right there. I said, so he's excited to be in school and he doesn't sit still because he's around other children. He was
And
just
that's what boys naturally do with them. They have testosterone. They gotta release it.
girl, yes. And they were saying like he has a reading the way he pronounces his words. He has a difficulty pronouncing his words correctly. And I had to explain to them his grandma and grandpa are from Panama. They speak with an accent. So a lot of the words you guys are hearing is gonna be pronounced differently. You
Hmm.
know? So the teacher, the other lady, she's like, no, I don't. She's like, girl, your child does not have ADHD. I said, no, he doesn't. So I took him out sixth grade, and I started with a Becca online, and I started homeschooling him. My mama fought me on it, and I was like, no. I said no. I said
Yeah.
to learn. And today, my son is a deputy sheriff. Don't tell me these homeschool if you're not taking the time to educate my child correctly, and
I'll do it.
gotta fight. We gotta watch what we're seeing, you know. And I
And act upon it.
you know, no, we're not gonna play this little game.
Yeah, you're not gonna tell me there's something wrong with my child. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my child. I know my child.
Girl, they told me medicate him, and I explained to him. I said he was the only child then. I said he's the only child. He's just excited to see other children. That's why he's not sitting still. Imagine you with two old people,
Yeah,
grandpa.
all day, and you know you spoiled as a grandson. You getting everything. You getting to play. There's no sit down and relax. We're having a great time. We're at grandma and grandpa's.
So I understand where you came from, where you're like, enough is enough. You're not going to crush my child's spirit, and you see your children blossom because a lot of time children in a homeschool atmosphere they do blossom. And I'll give you guys a quick story. My neighbor, he was 16 at the time, and she said, um, she's like, "Girl, I really want to homeschool him because he's having a hard time in high school." And I'm not a fan of pulling kids out of school when they're in their teenage years to homeschool because they're so used to being in the public school system, and a lot of
Mhm.
times they don't want it. And I said, "Well," I said, "let me talk to him, bring him over." She brought him over. This kid would not make eye contact with me. He would be like, "Yes, ma'am." He would talk to me like this and barely mumbling. And so I told her, "Well, this is what you need to do. This is how you pull him out of school. This is how you go to homeschool him." I see this kid, let's say 6 months later. "Hi, Miss Rashida. How you doing?" I
Exactly.
was like, no way. Some kids, the public school system is failing a lot of children. This kid, night and day. That he got a job at
Mhm.
Walmart. He's waving, saying hi, holding up. He can hold eye contact, holding a conversation versus this kid was in public school talking to me like this and don't want to hold. Sometimes these kids, if your kid is not flourishing in public school and they're getting harassed and bullied, pull them.
Pull 'em out,
Pull
yeah.
them.
Pull 'em out. Give them some time, and you'll see a whole different change. You know, sometimes I feel like a lot of parents don't want to homeschool because they're nervous of their own failures. Like they're scared that they're gonna fail, and which is normal because I was afraid too. I was like, I don't want my kids. Like I joke about it, but like I used to say it all the time. I don't want my kids to be dumb because of me. Like you know, you could blame it on the teachers when they in school. It's like it's your fault. You didn't teach them right. But when they home with you, it's like, oh no, it's me.
Pressure's
I'm
on.
not doing my job. So I can understand it, but huh? Are my headphones connected to my phone?
Yeah, so tonight evening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
And
Okay, you go ahead. Can you give me my juice, please? Sorry.
I know you're good.
Um, yeah, being a parent. So yeah, like you'll sit back and you'll look and you'll say like I don't want my kids to be dumb because of me. Like I want them to be smart. I want them to get through their learning. So it was like a thing for me to make sure that I was learning with them.
That's
So if
right.
I didn't know it, I didn't want to be like, I don't know, let's not do it because I don't know. Like I
That's,
gotta learn it too.
girl,
That became a thing for me.
I call it YouTube Academy.
Yep, yep.
Melissa said they assumed my son had what's it called, ACDHD. I'm like, no, he's not hyper. I got him diagnosed after being on Ritalin. Got off diagnosing him with Asperger. Okay,
Oh wow.
so, a form of autism. See, you got to fight for your children, and the teachers couldn't handle him because he asked questions and didn't have time for him, so they put him on special ed. But he's very smart. That is sad, Melissa. A small form of it is called Asperger's. Yeah, you got to fight for your kids. You got to.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Sasha. When people would come to me and say, "So you got the smart comments. So do you have a degree to homeschool your kids?"
Yeah, no.
I,
I say it so proudly.
but girl, you know what I tell them? I said, I passed kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, all the way to 12th grade. They gave me a homeschool diploma saying that I passed all these classes. So yes, go sit down. What do you mean? I was like, if you I look at them
Right? Like, why are you asking me these questions? Like, you sit back, and I can honestly say I've had teachers tell me I'm gonna get paid anyway. I'm gonna get paid regardless of whether or not you learn. So whether or not you guys, the whole class, whether or not you want to learn, it's okay. I'm gonna get paid anyway. We can sit here, y'all can act up. I don't gotta teach you
they
anything.
do. They
And
do.
I was like, oh, really? Oh, so you really don't care about my education? You don't care about my life?
They
And
don't.
I know that it's going to pass down to every other child that because people are humans at the end of the day.
Yes.
I just I just decided that like, you know what? I'm going to take it into my own hands and I'm going to teach my kids. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's the best decision I've ever made. I've met another homeschooling mom the other day through my cousin,
Yeah.
and her baby, she's 2 years old,
Oh,
and she's like, I'm never sending my daughter to school, but I have so many people who's making me feel like it's the wrong decision.
a lot.
And she's like, oh, she's not gonna be social. And I'm like, well, honestly, to me, and I don't want to talk down on anybody in school, but I feel like social awkwardness starts in school.
It does.
Why it
Right.
starts in school? Because when you're home, you don't have anybody to compare yourself to. I mean, you have siblings and everything like that, but if you're raised as a close family, then you're not going to compare yourself in a negative way to your siblings. You're going to love your siblings, you're going to embrace them, and you're going to be yourself more around your siblings. When you're in school is when you're like, oh, I don't connect, or I'm like, I feel ashamed of the fact that I remember when I was in school, it was a bad thing to like Barney. And
Yes.
it was like we're six. Why can't we like Barney? Like it's okay. We all grew up on it, and then or like whether or not you believed in Santa or like it's just and it grows as the levels grow.
It's true. You're right. And the clicks.
Yep, exactly. Then you have that. Then you have the cliques. You have the mean girls or the mean boys, and you got the emos or whatever. Like, like you got all these different like classifications where it's like I can't feel comfortable being me. Suppose I'm a bit of all of this.
That's right.
But there's a group here, there's a group here, there's a group here, but there's not one place where it's like I can be entirely myself and be okay with being myself.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
felt like that's what was happening to my oldest daughter when she was in school because in class, you got to sit down, you got to be quiet. She was always bubbly. She was always ready to answer and like without raising her hand because it wasn't like I was teaching her that way.
Right.
And I started realizing like we're our kids' first teachers.
That's
So it's
right.
like, who better to teach them than us? We taught you how to walk. We taught you how to stand. We taught you how to brush your teeth, wipe yourself, all that. Like
That's
I can
right.
teach you how to learn too.
That's right. And the best teachers. We are the best teacher. Melissa said it's sad that teachers a doctor wanted to put kids on medicine. It is sad. Like they didn't tell me they were watching my son, but
Yeah, and they like, aren't you supposed to let a parent know something like that before you just do that?
yes. And Emmy said, "God bless you, ladies. You made you both beautiful, amazing. Thank you, Emmy.
Thank you.
I'm with you on that because the social life question is a lot. Was that you both thought what you said? We both taught me how beautiful a woman can be. God bless you from Scotland. Thank you,
Thank
William.
you.
And here's the crazy part is people always say, are they going to be socialized? And I tell them, I was like, teachers don't even want them talking in class. So
Exactly. They only have like a short period and it's lunchtime, and then you're supposed to be eating. But how are you doing the socialism? Like it's just like it doesn't make sense. You gave them like 45 minutes to just talk out of an 8-hour day. Like
yes,
how do you expect them to be? How do you think where's the freedom in
exactly.
themselves? Like I gotta raise my hand to use the bathroom, and if you decide that I can't go to the bathroom because you just want to be mean, then
That's
you have kids sweating themselves, and then you have insecurity being built because they're being teased, or there's some kids who don't have it as much as other kids, and then they're being teased because they don't have. It's just so much that goes into it where it was like I just didn't want my kids to be a part of that anymore. I've been through it. My husband been through it. We put our daughter through it for a little while. I was like, okay, let's try something different.
That's right. That's right. And they flourish more because even my kid's pediatric doctor, he said that homeschool kids test higher than public school kids. My doctor said that. A doctor.
Mhm.
And what I love, because I'll tell you, I'll go back to when you first started homeschooling, being nervous. When I first started homeschooling my kids, I felt like the pressure was on. Girl, I had him in piano lessons, horseback riding lessons, art class, field trip, I was doing. I even had the whole school legal attorney. I signed up for that, so you had lawyers to back you up. Just in case something went wrong, I signed. I was doing too much because I was so overwhelmed at people saying you're not educating your kid. He's not outside enough. What you're doing, you're crazy. Why would you want to do that? So I drug him everywhere. Ask my son,
Mhm.
piano. We're riding a horse. We're going on. We're
We're
going.
going to stimulate your mind.
Let's go paint. We're art class. And then finally, the more I homeschooled, the more comfortable I got with it. I started building their curriculum myself. And then
Hmm.
I dropped the co-op because the co-op was good, but then you had the mean moms there too. And I knew my mouth. I was like, girl, they're gonna kick me out of this co-op.
Hmm.
So, but
I definitely understand.
girl, but I saw kids like my kids are really independent, and I'm like your kids. They flourished, they grew, they knew who they are, and they didn't need a public school system to tell them who they are. You know, and it's a choice that each parents have to make for their family. And people that say other, it's quite silly because they always want to go with are they socialized, and they don't do their research on homeschooling kids, that they test higher than public school kids, that we have homeschool graduation, we have homeschool proms, okay, we have
Hmm.
homeschool field trips. Homeschool kids are learning guitar, Spanish, math, cooking class, automobile class, sewing, everything under the sun are.
Yeah, there's everything. And it's like, you get to learn life at being a homeschool kid. Like you got cooking, you have like it like your kids know how to fix a car. Like how many people can say that their kids help them
Girl,
fix their car? It's not a thing.
that's right, girl. I'm like, y'all getting out of here. We're gonna learn this. This is a class. How to fix your
Hmm.
own tire. Yes, and that's the joy of being a homeschool mom. And here's a question I'm pretty sure everyone wants to know. Hi, searching for the dream. I checked to see who's on live right now, like the subject of the channel. Hello, Sasha.
I
I love that. Welcome to the channel. Searching for the dream. His name is Henry. He is an amazing YouTuber. Sasha, he is his dream for his channel is to get a boat and travel the world.
Oh, I like that.
You gotta watch his channel. This can be a serious step up, like for this thing. I love it. Henry, girl, you gotta check out Henry. Henry is amazing.
Okay.
Let me pin him real quick. I'm gonna pin Henry because Henry has been there from the beginning, girl. He is one amazing guy. Hold on one second. Let me go back up here. You two are the best. What's that? I
Thank you,
expected to
Melissa.
call girl, then I lost my
Give
train
me a
of
white for
thought.
your brother.
But oh, look at the little one.
He was
Aw,
crying. Give me a white for him, please.
he's so cute, girl.
Thank you.
I love the hair. He's got all the hair. Oh, how
Thank you.
what's his name? I
Tayden.
see you want. I just want to hold you when I see little ones. Here's a
Say
question
hi.
that everyone have asked you. Do you want to have more children?
I'm not planning to have any more children. Honestly, I wasn't planning to have my two sons. Like we had three girls, so we were like, okay, we give up. You got three girls, you're not gonna have boys. And then my son came, and then my husband was like, I know what we were saying, we don't want to have a bunch more kids, but he needs a brother. And then
Oh,
after that, he came along. So, but
oh,
if it happens, it happens. But I'm not planning
you're not
on
planning
it.
to. Well, he is
Yeah.
gorgeous. Girl,
Thank
look at all this hair. I love it. Joe had a man bun, girl, but he never wanted to comb his hair, so I had to cut it short.
you.
Girl,
Aw.
I was like, Joe, I got to comb it. Girl screaming and hollering. I was like, we going short. So
My son, he's like that. He doesn't like to get his hair done. Every time I do his hair, he grabs the back of his neck. Like that's where he's
oh,
tender at it, and he screams at the top of his lungs.
girl,
This one, he'd be okay. He just wants to play while I'm doing his hair. So I'm like walking. I'm a pro at moving with a child and doing their hair. Like there's no staying still.
at the same time. And how old is your youngest?
Huh?
Hi,
He's gonna be two.
how are you?
Yeah, Melissa said OMG. He was like
I would
Mr.
be over
Two.
there like this girl. And you be like, girl, you say you ain't had no more. No, but I can leave home. I love the babies, and my daughter loves babies.
Mhm.
I love babies, girl. Okay, and Hassan said hi. Hassan just joined. Hassan is one of my
Hi.
yeah. Let me scroll up. Hassan.
Hello.
Yes, so I love it. Hi, how are you? You are so cute.
Say
If I
thank
was
you.
here, Miss Sasha, I'll be sitting there holding you forever. You will go to everybody in my house hand. You will be surprised. Girl, especially my oldest daughter loves babies. Love Bugs Baby. You are so cute. I love your cheeks. Hi,
Oh,
baby. You are the cutest. Hi.
say
Look, all
hi.
buds. I love it, girl.
Okay, good.
Mine practically almost all of them all grown now, girl.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to
That,
figure out how they gonna be out the door. Like they ain't
huh?
going nowhere anytime soon.
I
Girl,
didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said mine are here and not going anywhere anytime soon, girl. Just well.
Give me
Um.
1 second. Let me
Okay.
take him so he doesn't ruin the lie.
Your time, girl. Take your time. I understand. Hassan said hi, kiddo. He said hi, little man. Hi, Jeff. Al said Hades watching you now.
Yeah.
And the other boy looks like you, Sasha. Aww. And Sasha, I will not hold you, girl. If you have to go, I totally get it, girl.
Oh no, no, no. He likes to act. I don't have to.
Jeff
Close the
said,
door, please.
and girl, Jeff said hi,
That's
little man. You and Coach
that's
said,
also the thing with being a big family. You have someone to help you.
yes.
Like having other kids, like they can help with the with their siblings
Good.
sometimes.
But girl, Joe, let me close this refrigerator. Joe didn't left it open.
So I'm gonna talk to the chat while everyone say, "Hey, say, hey, little man." Oh, Haiti watching you now. Okay.
I love babies.
This
Like,
the other boy look like, oh
you
yeah,
would
Ty
have
J.
to
Listen.
like, go home, Rashida. I'm like, you got a 2 year old. Hold on. Let me
I love babies too, but I love like when you could give them back to their parents. Like you, like okay, you could go back to your mom. Like you got yours, and then you. It was
like,
nice holding you. Bye bye.
they were like, Mama, this lady over here again. Like, she's got
Hmm.
older kids, so she wants to love on the little ones, which is also
Hmm.
a blessing. Little boy looks just like toddler boy looks like Sasha. I'm never having kids. Just as said, kids are
Trust me, you would feel like life is weird without them.
yes,
Like for me, like I like when my kids is gone or like when they're outside because my husband took the boys with him.
okay,
So I didn't even know. Like sometimes I'm like looking around, like where is quiet? Where they at? Like you think like they feel so far away
that's
when
right.
they're not around. It's so hard to explain it, but not at the same time. Like for me, it's like I don't know what to do when I'm not around my
I know,
kids.
like you, like I miss them when they're gone. I miss them,
Mhm.
But sometimes I will not lie. I will send just my older ones out. Girl, I have to send the older ones out to get a break. I like go outside so I can have a little bit of quiet time to clean and peace.
Mhm. When I was living in New York City, my husband, he would have this time where he would go outside, he would take the kids outside. And he'd be like, you wanna come? I'd be like, no, I don't wanna go. You could go ahead, take the kids, take the dogs. And he'll come home, the entire house will be clean, dinner will be made. They know they're like, mommy is not about to sit. Like she's about to be in there cleaning, the house about to come home. I'm coming home to a clean house, the
That's
food.
right.
It's just like,
It's
and
not.
it's crazy. Some people will look and be like, that is what you consider a break. Yes. Yes. Cleaning and not having somebody make a mess right after you cleaned it. That's
Yes.
a break. That's an amazing break.
And no interruptions. No.
No interruptions. I can listen to whatever song I want. I don't have to change any diapers. I can just clean and cook and do it all without being bothered.
I love that. That's like happy time. And
Mhm.
Hassan said, I still act like a kid. I did too. I
Me too. I was about to say that. If you watch my short, I mean not my short, my long form concept, we did a skit. We were being big kids. We was in here cracking up, like acting crazy with our kids. Like literally last night
I'm gonna watch it.
at
Cause
our kids,
one.
we huh?
I didn't get to see that one. I have to go back.
Yeah, I just put it out yesterday, so it's just yesterday. But we our kids we bought Nerf guns. Like we bought a whole bunch of Nerf guns,
Right.
and our kids was like, we want to play. It was 2:30 in the morning. My
Ah,
husband, me and my husband was like, it's 2:30 in the morning, but we like, you know what? We gonna play. We
yes.
turned off the lights. I got my son this Galaxy night
Oh,
light. my daughters brought it downstairs. We lit up the house, and we was in here shooting each other with the Nerf guns until 4:30 this morning. I kid you
Love
not.
that.
We was in here just playing. We're big kids too, so sometimes those are the best parents. The parents that's like still got that little kid in them.
That's right, girl. Because when I took a break yesterday, Sasha, I was out there on roller skates skating with my kids. Trying to not fall
Exactly.
on rocks, but I was skating.
We went to what was it, Walmart or Target? I forgot what it was. It was Walmart or Target.
Yes.
And my oldest daughter, Maya, she got a bike and she just got on the bike. And she forgot how to ride a bike. So we gotta get her a bike now. But she forgot how to ride a bike. And I got on the bike and I'm riding the bike through the store. Like it's fun. You're gonna have fun. Like, why not enjoy life with the kids?
Exactly, exactly. Because they're when it says that children are blessed, and they truly are. I feel like they're like the greatest blessing that you can have in this life itself. It's just
Mhm.
that family right there. Melissa is laughing. She's laughing. Hi, Andy. How are you? Is it Petty Homie said I love you on here? Man, because
Love you too.
I know, girl. So let's see what else topic. You guys drop them questions in here for me and Miss Sasha here. We are answering questions today. Sasha is a large family mama. Her channel is called The Top Notch Family. If anybody can write that in chat, I don't know if Hassan's still in here, write The Top Notch Family in chat. That way I can pin it to the comment section. Those people that can hear that have not joined her can join her channel as well, you guys. Oh my God, a collab.
Hi.
Jeff said, "What's your channel?" It's called The Top Notch Family. Can somebody type that in chat for me? If you guys
Yeah, I don't think I can type in this.
present, Hassan said, "I'm present." Hassan, drop that link. Hassan is amazing. Hassan has been my mom girl from day one. He's
Oh, nice.
here, girl. He's been with me thick and thin. this thing, girl.
That's
Um,
how Melissa. I don't know if Boss Dog is still in here. Sinjuro, Melissa, they're I think they're the only ones here now. But that's how they were too. Like when we had like just a few subscribers, I would just be in my lives and it would be like this, and I would be talking to Melissa, talking to Sinjuro, talking to thank you, Melissa.
I'm gonna
Um
see if I can pin it. Okay, I'm gonna try to pin it, girl. Ooh, what did I
oh
pin?
yeah, they did it. Oh yeah, he did. You pinned it. Oh, did you?
Did
Yeah.
I pin it? Girl, I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
touching.
The
Okay,
top news
but
family.
family with the A, you guys. Hassan abbreviated. Hassan. Yeah, because I remember one time it was just me and Dre, and he's another mod here. It was like it was just us, one person in chat, girl. I'm doing a crossword puzzle. He does.
Yeah, I just sit there spending time talking to each other.
I'm
And
like, what?
Melissa, she's giving me recipes and everything. Like she's like help. Like when sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to cook, what to make for dinner. She gave me suggestions. She
That
gave me a recipe too
girl.
that I
It
tried on
was
my
good.
channel. It was actually good too. Like what was they? Their fluffy cookies, Melissa.
Huh?
Yeah, her fluffy chocolate chip cookies. They were good.
See, when you got those supporters that support y'all are loved. I'm gonna tell you,
Hmm.
y'all are loved in here. Okay, here's another question. How is it? Is it harder to travel with your family the larger it got for you? For me, I'm gonna say
Um.
no because I got so much older kids to help.
Yeah. No, it's not harder to travel. The only thing that I would say would be hard to do. Is go grocery shopping and because I shop in bulk. So it's like we have to put our seats down to get all our food to put into our car. Like it's like full to the brim, like because we try to make sure we get everything in one go.
Yes.
So that's really the only thing that makes it hard. But other than that, it's like a system. Like even the way we sit our kids in the car is like it's a system. Like
Oh,
our youngest will be in the okay, covering my face here.
wow.
The youngest will be in the back. So like they'll get in the car first. So they'll be able to get set up first and everything like that. Then the older ones have my youngest, my son, in the middle seat. So like everybody is like being taken care of. Everybody can just pass back snacks and everything. So
I,
it's not hard to travel at all.
I love that. I remember when I remember somebody said he said chocolate chip cookies. What was it? Here's another question. Have you started having to have to count your kids when you put
I
them in?
count my kids all the time. People laugh. I count all the time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta make sure that you got a little five head count every time. Every time. Especially when we outside.
Yes, because my biggest thing is like if I'm going, and it saved me one day. That saved me because I started counting my kids. And one day I went to a birthday party and I counted my kids when I got in that party. And then I counted again. One kid was in the car still asleep.
Yeah.
Girl, always count. I was like,
You start getting scared.
I
Yeah.
need to
I
back
have
up.
this most horrifying story, right? My son Type, the one who was just waving, my oldest son,
Yes.
before I moved out of New York City. It was literally like a few weeks before we moved.
Okay.
So a lot was happening in that time frame. We like packing, we getting ready to move to come down here to Georgia. And my dog Kuma, he was sick. Um, like at that time we didn't know he was dying. He was in the middle
Oh,
of like
sorry to
dying.
hear that.
So we're like we literally just took him to the vet, got him checked out and everything, and I'm home and I'm just sitting on the couch. I just told my husband, I'm like, babe, you got to make sure you lock the top and the bottom lock because this boy knows how to unlock doors and he knows how to open the door. He was about like 18 months probably like that, like. And um my dog, so what happened, my husband goes to walk my other dog Winter,
Yeah.
and Kuma's in the house because he's sick, so he can't go down the steps. My husband would have to carry him. And Kuma gets up and he's like walking to the house door. I'm thinking that he's about to go throw up because that was what was happening. So I'm like, just relax yourself, just relax. Next thing you know, my other daughter, Siani's like, where's Taijay? I'm like, what? Where's Taijay?
Oh
I
man.
start checking the cabinets because remember we got boxes and everything. So I'm checking the boxes, I'm checking containers, like I am panicking out of my mind. I'm like, where is this boy? He's not in my house.
Ah.
Why this boy walked out the house at
Oh,
the age of 18 months old? I lost my mind. I was so scared. I woke up everybody in the building. I was banging on everybody's door because like you like as a mom you begin to panic.
that's
And
right.
I'm like, I can't find my baby. He ran out the house. I don't know where he is. Somebody kidnapped him. That was in my mind. Somebody even kidnapped my baby. I'm banging on, yes, you. I'm banging on doors. I'm banging on the doors. I'm like, have you seen my son? I'm like explaining. And it's literally like he was like missing for about like a good 6 minutes.
Okay.
But that was the longest
Uh,
6 minutes of my life.
oh my.
I was like, I was screaming. I'm like checking the slop sinks and everything, like make sure that I was so scared. He walked all the way upstairs to the roof door. If the door, could you imagine? The door was
Oh my
closed,
gosh.
but could you imagine if the door was open?
Yes.
So ever since then, I like do head counts. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I make sure, like it's to the point, like we have when we got into the house, we was like, we have to make sure we have alarms on every single door and window because I need to know if he's coming through or leaving. I know everybody was writing, so let's read some of the stuff.
I know,
They
girl,
just scared me.
you know what? I know we got so many comments, but girl, we listening to your story. Jeff Lee said he subscribed to you. Rick
Thank
said,
you.
"Thank you, beautiful woman." And Hassan, you can hide, not hide from channel. Time out, Hassan. Anybody that's being disrespectful, just time them out. We don't hide from
Yeah,
channels no more because when you hide them, YouTube cuts your lives. So you
yeah,
time them out, Hassan.
yeah. We time them out.
And here's the
I
thing:
the
I'm
we
glad you found him.
Yeah, I was so scared. And mind you, the boy, I was screaming. I was like, Tai J, Tai. He did not answer me. Something like because one of my neighbors was asking me, they was like, well, wait, why, how did he get out the house? And like all the questions, like in that instance, kind of made me like lose it. And I'm like, oh my God, Taisha! And I'm screaming, screaming, screaming. And then, like, I had to calm myself down, like, calm down. Where did you not look? Where was the place that you didn't go? And I was like, the roof. And then, like, I ran upstairs and I seen him sitting at the roof, like, on the step though. And I was like, I never wanted to beat and hug a person at the same time, but it was just like that. Like, I just want to beat you because why did you leave? But I just hugged him and just cried. Like, that's all I could do. I just sat there and cried. My neighbors was like, I was sweating and everything. My neighbors was like, girl, like, I gotta understand how scared you was.
The son is laughing. His son's like, he's laughing, but you found him. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, girl, because I got to tell you a story. And thank you, Hassan, for holding down chat for us. I appreciate you always. I'm so glad you found him because my story, girl, you would have cried. I was like 8 months pregnant, and Jacob, which was Jacob's my sixth child. So I'm at my sister's back to school birthday party, girl, and I lay down on her little recliner chair to take a nap because I'm 8 months pregnant. And all of a sudden, I have a vision of my son crossing the street. I kid you not. I kid you not.
I would have ran.
So I open my eyes. I go, "Where's Jacob?" We looked the basement everywhere. We couldn't find him nowhere. We couldn't find the child nowhere. My father-in-law was there. I literally collapsed to the floor on my knees, girl, because he was lost. I had to call 911. Okay, so I called 911, and I was like, my son, he was 2, is missing. And they go, and they're like, what address were you? I gave them the address. They're like, oh, we found a little Hindu boy. Girl, Hindu, I knew was my son. I was like, I didn't know Hindu was a race. I didn't know Hindu was a race. But I said, that's my son. Girl, tell me why my son, because my oldest son and his cousin, they went for a walk. So my 2-year-old followed them. And they didn't know he was trailing behind them. And a neighbor had found him, and they were holding him, and the cops were all out there trying to knock on doors to find where he belonged. And the neighbor said, I saw your son pass, and I asked him, do you know who this little boy belongs to? How they both gonna look that way and say no?
Wow. It was in their own world.
I didn't get him back to the next day because he was already in state emergency custody.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to deal with with CPS come and everybody come and deal. And they were like, she was so nice. She's like, ma'am, she's like, this happens a lot. I don't care if this happens a lot. Don't tell me this happened a lot.
This didn't happen to me.
She's like, we're looking for bad parents. She said, we're looking for the parents that are clubbing and leaving their kids alone or doing drugs or doing stuff. She's like, this happens a lot. Kids wander away. No, ma'am, chain lock the door. No, it will never happen again.
I have these sticks that I put under the door so that I don't listen, and they whistle if you pull it off. Like, I'm not playing. I need some noise everywhere. Let me know where these kids is at because it'd be too much. It's too much.
Girl, he is 13 now. Never ever know. Joel, he's 5, but I watch Joel like this.
I didn't know. My daughters never did anything like that. So I like they were like my neighbors because they knew me for some years. They was like, "Welcome to being a parent of a boy." I'm like, this is what I was asking for the heartache and scared. I was so scared. I've never been that scared in my life.
The worst feeling. And
it's the worst feeling.
Girl, A said, how you gonna lose a baby in your belly? Hey, you know good where that boy was on my belly. Oh, I've never seen a message before, mate, acting like they're focused on you. Can you please correct yourself? I don't know what that is. Let's see here. My mom never let me out of her sight when I was a kid. And Hassan, I'm with your mama. When you're a parent and that happens, and the fact that she told me this happens a lot, I was like, no,
this is the one time. It's not gonna be a lot for me.
No, ma'am. But she was so sweet. She's like, we're looking for bad parents. She's like, we're looking for the ones doing drugs. We're looking for the ones that are. She's like, she told me another parent had left their child at home, like a 2 and a girl, like let's say a 2 and a 3-year-old, and was clubbing. Girl, I was like, she's like, we are not looking for people like you. I said, but man, this will never ever happen again. ever.
Yeah, right? Like what? This is the one time. I don't need that type of scare ever again. Like I was so scared. And it was crazy because when my daughter, because I thought I was being pranked. I thought it was a joke when they was like, "Where is he?" I'm like, "Y'all playing? Like what are you talking about?" I ran. I didn't think up. I just ran down. So like I ran, and mind you, like I literally just was like out of the shower and everything. So I'm running out the house half naked because I'm scared. So I'm like getting dressed and running out the door. And I'm running down, and my husband is coming into the building. So like we like literally like collide. And I'm like, "Where's Tajay?" And the fear in my husband's eyes said, "I don't know." And I just turned back around and like ran upstairs. We left our dog downstairs and everything. We was just frantic at that point. And she's such a good girl. She came up behind us, but she got left because we were looking. And my husband's like, maybe because our neighbor, like our doors was like right in front of each other. So he's thinking like maybe he went into the neighbor's house and the neighbors don't know. So he's knocking on the neighbor's door, and the neighbors like, "We're gonna check," and they're checking inside their house and everything. And they're like, "He's not in here." I rang everybody's door. It was a 5 floor walk up. I was like, I bang on everybody's door. I was so scared. I've never been that scared.
It's the worst feeling to
Yeah,
have
it is the
to
worst feeling every. Oh my goodness. I was like, listen, never again would you ever do something like that to me.
I can see you, girl. You're like, we're double locking. And then that head count comes in. And so here's the thing, and I don't know if it did how did it affect you? Were you traumatized after that? Because I was. I refused to go to like events where it was super crowded. Like my
Mhm.
parents were like, "Hey, let's go see the fireworks downtown," and I was like, "How many people gonna be there?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I would not go,
It's
girl."
eight is a big number. Yeah.
And when I finally went to like I went to Myrtle Beach, and I was pregnant with my seventh girl, and so no, with my eighth, sorry, my eighth kid, and I went to Myrtle Beach. I had them little kids in some bright T-shirts, girl. They was like neon yellow, so I could see them. I was like, "There he is, there he, girl." Everybody wearing
It's
neon yellow.
uh-huh. It's like that. It's for us, like we raise our kids too with the mindset of don't let there be a moment where I'm asking what happened and you don't know.
That's
Like,
right.
like you always got to know what's going on with your sibling. No one else should come to me and tell me that something happened to your sibling and you say, "I didn't know that took place."
That's
Like
right.
you
That's
all
right.
gotta be together. Like kids, have fun with your friends or have fun with your family members, have fun with your age groups, but always be aware of what's going on with your siblings because at the end of the day, they're the ones who like you're going home with this. They're the ones who's always going to protect you, look out for you. You all got to be able to look out for each other.
That's right.
So
And
that was another thing. Like they count too. They were like, "One, two, three, 4, 5." All right.
everybody counting. And I love that because, and Jeff said he subbed to you, Sasha. Hi, Elijah. Jeff said he subbed
Hi,
to you.
everybody.
Brazia, this is Miss Sasha. She's another YouTuber on here. It's called the Top Notch Family with an A. You can find her channel. But here's the thing. I like that my older kids, they will stop and if I'm not paying attention, because that happens now I'm getting older, they'll be like,
Mhm.
"Where's Joe?" And I'll be like, "Hold on."
What? Wait a minute, yeah.
Or no,
Yeah.
like, "Get over here, Joe." And I like that because y'all don't, if y'all not a large family parent, we have to count our kids because it can't be like naming names because you're going to miss a name. For us to know that everybody's in that vehicle, we make a stop or go somewhere, it is, I got to get to
1, 2,
seven.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yes, okay. And
Or
then,
for you, 8.
girl, when I had that one now I got seven. So I said, "No, girl, now I got to go down to seven now because my oldest is on his own." So I'm like, seven, and then I know, okay, I'm good to pull off because I have that fear still in me of one got lost. And I never want to experience, I don't wish that on nobody. And I know how you,
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I honestly wouldn't wish that on anybody. The fear of losing a child is like the worst. It feels like the world is like literally caving in on you, and then at the same time your heart wants to burst out of your chest And for me, that's what it was. It was like my heart was like pounding. I was sweating. It felt like I'm like I just like for me, I've been praying for a son for years, and then like I just get my son. He's only 18 months old, and I lose him. Like
Right.
he's like out of my house right now. He was just
Okay.
all in the house. I was so scared. I was praying. I'm like, God, please don't let nothing happen to him. And my husband and my father-in-law and my brother-in-law was gonna hold the entire building hostage if we didn't find my son. No, it would have been a whole
I don't
situation.
blame folks.
They would have been ready to hold the whole building hostage. Like, listen, we're finding my baby. Like, I was just so scared. I was like looking down the slot, like the garbage compactor chutes. I'm like, I was scared because I'm just like, this is New York City. He's a baby. Like, what is going on? Why? Out of all, and then we're about to move. We want to do this, and we're about to go into a bigger place. I lost you in this little apartment. We're about to move into a house. Like, I was so scared. I was so scared.
But I like the fact that you found him. You know, it turned out well, and that you have a
Mhm.
system. You know that no child ever gets lost or left behind, girl. Because can you imagine? I'm always thinking like when I take my little drive cycle with my truck and I stop at a rest area. I was like, I cannot imagine I drive off and leave somebody at the rest area. And I'm telling my kids, you know your phone number. What's your mama's name? What's your mama's last name?
Exactly. Yep. Where are you from? Like you gotta make sure you know this. And it was like a thing growing up in school. Like it was like we would be testing on that. What's your address? What's your home phone number? And things like that. And I would like I didn't appreciate it until I got older because now cell phones make you lazy. Nobody knows anyone's phone number anymore. No one like like kids know their address, but they won't know phone numbers. Like I don't have to do that. I just press their name and it calls them every time. So it's
Right.
like sometimes like what we did when my older daughter was in school, I literally made her like a flashcard with
Okay.
all her information on it. And I gave her directions on how to get home if she was ever lost.
I
And
like
her to like what buses and everything. It was a little scary just because it's like, well, if somebody kidnapped her, now they know exactly where to come and get the rest of them. But like, it was just like I don't know what else to do. I was just nervous. But it was just like I always wanted her to know, like, okay, this is your uncle's number, it's your grandfather, your
that.
grandma's number. She literally had that. And I created a slot in her book bag so that it was hiding, but still it was just like if you ever were lost, this is the extra thing, an extra measure.
Right.
I'm glad I don't have to do that now. Homeschool.
To know their name and not even because I know with Joel not to know his nickname because his nickname is Cooings. And I'll be like, "What's your name?" He'd be like, "Cooings." I'm like, "Boy, your name not Cooings." I was like, you get lost."
There was this meme that I seen where they were like, "You gotta stop telling calling these baby by their nicknames." The doctor in the office calling the baby, and the baby waiting for them to say Tinker Butt. I was in tears.
It's so true because I had to tell him. I was
It's
like, "Your name
true.
is Joel Sing," and he was like, "No, it's not. It's Cooings." I was like, "Oh my god, what did I
I
do?"
learned that when I was homeschooling. Okay, so my second daughter, her name is Tiani, right? But we call her Yanni. It's just we took the T off. And when I'm teaching her how to spell her name, she was like, "Mommy, Yanni doesn't start with a T." I'm like, "Because your name is Tiani. I just need you to understand it's Tiani. It's not Yanni." And that's the same thing with Riri. Her name is Tahari. All of
Oh,
my kids' names start with a T.
okay.
So it's like sometimes, you'll get confused saying all the T's. So I would call them by their nicknames. And I had to like, look, your name is Tahari. You tell people Riri if you want, but it's Tahari.
That's right. And like, do you know your mama's name? you know?
Yeah, like what's
Oh,
that happened too. They asked in the airport all the time, like, who's this? And they was like, mommy, like, and they're like, what's mommy's name? She's like, Sasha. Like, you gotta make
I
sure you
love
teach them.
that. I love that. See, and they're well versed to know what their name is, what their parent name is, and that's important. That is so important.
Mhm.
Let's see what comments we got here, girl. We have only fair with my son is when he was outside playing. Next minute screaming, I look bees.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
oh my goodness! And Hassan said he subbed.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
that. Brazia, that's Sasha. She has a channel, Top Notch Family. Yeah, please do go and subscribe to her channel. You guys will love it. Absolutely love it. Um, Steven said, good yesterday morning, sisters of the brethren. Hi, Steven.
Hi.
And then we got Spanish here. Hola, amiga. ¿Cómo estás? I know how
Hi,
I
Maury.
know.
That's all I know too. Hi.
Get the dog tags with GPS. What's wrong with you,
I've
A?
seen that. Like it's like those. What are those? The Apple tracker thingies. I've
Yep.
seen a lot of people doing stuff with that too. I was thinking about that. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Like
are?
hiding in places where no one can find it.
I got to have like the routine down, and I think you guys, because Sasha, if you guys, this is Miss Sasha. For those that are just joining, she is a large family mama as well. She has 5 kids, and she homeschools 3 girls and 2 boys. So we are talking about everything large family. If you guys have
Mhm.
questions, please drop it below. Here's my thing, and even when like I'm telling my kids like, hey, if we go to Disneyland, I want to make sure even the older kids, like the teenagers, know. Like you were saying, they don't remember the phone number because I'll be like, which I'll tell because see y'all know my phone ain't working. Look, I'm gonna give you this phone number still. Like it's jacked up. And I'm like, do you know my phone number? They're like, no, the team. And I'm like, well, I'm like, before we go to Disney, you guys need to know the phone number, know where you're gonna meet up if you get
Mhm.
lost. Because I'm gonna be having little kids like this. They hang up
Mhm.
to me like we all riding the ride together. But the teens, I'm like, y'all, I'm like, either you memorize your brother's phone number or your sister's phone number. You guys need to know. Or if you get lost, we need a spot where we're going to say, we're all meeting up here. You know,
Mhm.
that routine, a large family, I feel like the time where a large family kind of has a little more struggle is going out
Yeah.
and making sure everybody's together and nobody wanders off. Like you
Mhm.
said, vacation times are easy to plan and to get everybody on the plane, your girl, or in the car. But the if you're in
Keeping everybody together. Yeah.
a crowded area, it's easy for one kid to accidentally get taken away from the family. If they're sightseeing something, they turn around, everyone's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Distracted. Yeah.
So that is my only hard part with a large family is going out to crowded places. And for a long time after my son got lost, I didn't want to go. I refused. I
Yeah.
was
I understand. I understand. I'm not gonna lie. Everywhere I would always like, where's Tajay? Where's Tajay? Where's Tajay? I'm like, make sure because he likes to wander. I know my girls won't wander. It's the boy. It's the boys. The
boys.
boys are the ones that like they do a lot of things that my daughters didn't do. Like my daughters, they like to play. They were hyper and everything, but it's like more black eyes and stuff like that with boys because they're just doing it. He does so much. My son is like an adventurer and he loves to play. He's always falling. And it's like I'm like, I try to be because he's like his dad. He likes to be like his dad and he's a tough kid. But I'm like, I'm so used to having girls first. So I'm like, oh no, no, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And he's like, listen, woman, let me run around and jump around all over the place and enjoy
That's
myself.
right. More adventurous. The boys they're definitely more adventurous. A song said, I barely remember my own phone number. Oh
I
my
kid you not. I'm the same way too. I just got a new phone number, and when I sent it to you, I was like, "Wait, is this the right number?" That I sent to you, so I sent her the right phone number. I'm like that too. Sometimes I forget.
But you got this. That's my son. You can text me on that son. I'm gonna still send you mine. But he gets the
Okay.
phone when it's for me. He gotta pass it to me. Cause I told them I was like, y'all got a phone. I didn't. So whenever I
Hmm.
get a call, you better pass it to me. Cause next time y'all ain't gonna get no phone. No, and let's see. Hi, Mike. Mike said, "Can you pray for me like Home Alone?" Yeah, like it. Yeah, Home Alone when he got left there. Oh my God, it's oh my. What Hassan will be timing you out if you act crazy. So I've had it since 2003. Oh my gosh, I
Oh my God! Yeah, no. I was here with you until you said that. I just got mine.
know. She said, I don't even know my hubby's cell phone. Back in the days, I memorized everyone. Now all the cell phone is. And here, I'm an older mom. So y'all know I'm 46. So I still have a habit of remembering phone. Like I know my dad's by heart. I know my mom's by heart. I know my daughters and son because we had to memorize everything, even our social security number. My kids, girl, I'd be like, "What's your social?" They be like, and
That's another number I gotta remember.
like I didn't even have my husband's social memorized by heart, girl, filling out his paperwork. And my
Mhm.
kids, they barely can remember their own social. I gotta go get that
Yeah,
card. Like, and I'll look at it and I'll have it memorized for a while because if I gotta do stuff for them, and I can tell them their social. But I told them, you guys gotta learn to memorize this stuff. When we were growing up, everything had to be up here.
it was up here exactly, and that's what I told my kids. I was like, today's generation is being watered down, and they like watered down. It's the best. I'm from New York, so I use like our slang, but like to me, it's like I feel like, and I tell them like I put emphasis on writing because I feel like writing is going extinct.
It's
Like
true.
because of technology, we have phones, we got ChatGPT, we have like no one wants to write. So like I make my kids, they hate it, but I make my kids write. I'm like, you need to know how to write because this is going to be a superpower, and later on down the line,
It's
you're going to
true.
be having people pay you for the fact that you know how to write because some don't know how to write.
That's right.
I'm
Now,
like, these are things that you gotta know, huh?
are you teaching cursive?
Not yet, but I do want to teach that. Like, remember when we was younger, like we would have like the little mats and everything that like you could just like
Yes,
do your cursive and you could trace it. And
that's
so
right.
I want them to learn that, but they don't like to write. My kids, the only one knows likes to write, and that's my oldest because I was on her about it when she was younger. But my other ones, they're like, "Ugh, we gotta write." They love math, love to read, all of that. But when it comes down to writing, they do not like it.
And you're right when you said it's a skill that you see that's slowly dwindling. Because I went to the DMV, my son had to go get his driver's license. Well, let's say not driver ID, right? And okay, you know how they give you the paper, like, okay, sign right here. So I get the paper, I sign my name. Of course, we sign our name in cursive, and I'm like, give it to her. My son was like, and I'm looking at him, girl. He's
You are right.
like, oh my. I was like, I said, son, it's
This
not
can't be
you
real.
2 minutes to sign your name in cursive. I was like, oh my lord. I was like, oh, we gonna practice. We gonna practice doing your name in cursive because we are not gonna be holding up the DMV line because you taking the 2 minutes to sign your name. And you know us, we like,
Yeah, done.
girl,
It might not even be a real name there.
he was like, all right, Hassan, I'll see you in a bit. He was like, Jay, oh, girl. I was like, oh my God. I just wanted to grab it and be like,
All right, let me sign it for you. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
right, because I've seen my own son, like, taking a long time just to do a signature. And I'm like, and I told them in school, we had to learn how to write in cursive. And I'm old school, so I still believe that a signature should be in cursive. Girl,
Yeah, it's true.
and it's not. Nowadays, it's like, let me write it out. I'm like,
Let me just write it out. Like it's like, come on, what are we doing here? Like, let's keep some traditions.
and even like you get a lot of these kids can't even read a letter that was in cursive. Like, girl, we over there, they might call us to decipher the letter because we can read cursive.
And
Can you
they can't. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Exactly what I tell my kids
read
too.
it?
And
How
you
is
have to know you have to be well versed in this, or you're gonna be left behind in certain things. And maybe it's just because we grew up in that way, but it's like, look, this brings some type of value. It's like, you'd be like, oh, I learned this, but I don't use it for anything. You use cursive.
that's right?
Like writing, you write all the time. Oh
I
wait,
tell
this
my kids,
lesson's
when you
happening.
sign your name, better be in cursive.
Better show me at least 3 letters.
Yes, I better be cursive. And then every now and then I'll test them. I'll get a paragraph that's written in cursive. I'm like, can you read this? And then the older teens can read it because I'm like, it's a sad thing that you guys want to pull this from school. It's such a beautiful handwriting.
It
Cursive
is.
is
It
so
really is.
pretty. And if they find old antique letters, you guys can't even read this.
Can't
Come
read
on,
it. Like
that.
it's like a whole new language.
And Melissa said, you asked anything, how old are all 8 of your kids? Okay, so how old are my kids? So my oldest is 28. He's gonna be 29 in August, and then I got a 21-year-old. I'm gonna tell you the age this year: a 21-year-old, a 20-year-old, 18, 16, 13, 10, and 5. I think I got them all.
You gotta count.
Have you two ever fought? Hey, hey, you trolling again, but I love you.
Right? Like we
And ever, is it Envy said very important. Melissa said no, they haven't fought. They never met in person. I
thank
know.
you, Melissa.
And
She said
Melissa
all boys.
said all boys. I have 6 boys and 2 girls. 6 sons and 2 girls. Emmy said, I'm a 42-year-old mama. Daddy taught me to write at 4 years old.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, and here's a question. What is the most important thing that you feel that you are teaching your kids right now?
Emotional intelligence.
I,
Forget school and everything else. Like if you're not emotionally intelligent and you don't have a stable mental, everything that you learn in school doesn't matter.
that's
So
right.
like that's like the number one thing that I focus on is the mental.
I
Because
love
I feel like and I tell them that all the time. Mental, at first it's mental, then it's physical. Like you thought about walking before you took your first step.
that's
You
right.
thought about what you was going to say before you said those first words. I mean, most people, sometimes people say crazy things. It's like, wait, did you think about that? But like, for the most part, you think before you do those things. And if you don't have a level of balance and a level of mental intelligence, um you're gonna have a hard life.
That's right.
So that's like the number one thing that I always thought about. Like even with my kids, right? Like I said to Maya, I was like, you're gonna know how to speak Spanish and everything. But with the rest of them, it was like, you're gonna show me that you know how to socialize, and you're going to show me that you know how to handle your emotions when things don't go your way. Like
I
that's
love
the things
that.
that I focus on. Then it's like ABCs, one, two, threes, and everything else. They'll learn it by watching it on TV anyway when I'm playing it for them. But like what I hone in on and what my husband hones in on is the mental. Like we want them, especially being we're black. So like you're growing in a society that is already against you in so many ways. And it's like
That's right.
you have to be able to navigate the world, especially because you're home. You're not getting the experiences that the world already has to offer, whether it's positive or negative. So I'm going to teach you about it and I'm going to teach you how to navigate through it mentally.
That's right. I like that though. I like that you're getting that emotionally healthy because you're right. And here's the thing, because girl, I'm a lot older. When we were growing up, and if you go back to what we were taught as being a black woman, and I'm black Hispanic because my parents were from Panama, but it was like we were less than, and we were taught that in school. That's the only history we learned. We only learned we were slaves. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
learn we invented anything. We didn't learn that there were millionaires that were living in Oklahoma until they burned down the whole town. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
learn the inventions that we didn't learn nothing. And so what I see with the Americans, the Black Americans versus the ones that come from the continent Africa, from Nigeria or Ghana, I'm sorry, but I see more proud of their heritage from them coming to the United States, that they have so much high confidence than the ones here in America because of what we were taught in the system.
That's exactly it's true. Like when you deal with I remember being in school and I remember like some of the first lessons that I learned, I've watched black people get hosed. Like remember Martin Luther King, and they're being hosed and bitten by dogs and and it's like, well, how do you come from this? Like how do you see something higher within yourself? These are my ancestors at the end of the day. These are what I come, whether or not they're blood related, we're all one at the end of the day. So they're me. And if I see like representation matters, and if you see that and it's like, oh, um how can I feel proud? So like that's the number one thing too. Like when we teach our kids, they know about slavery and everything, but that was never a thing that we emphasized on. It was like, okay, we're going to teach you about the kings and queens and the inventors, the doctors, the most Mansa Musa, the most richest man in the world, to the point where honestly colonization happened because of how rich he was, because he was giving out gold, and it was like it caught their attention. Like, there's a man over there, there's a black man over there giving gold to everybody just because. And it's like, well, I need what he got. And then, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're teaching them these things, and like, it builds a level and a sense of pride in them. Like, that's my thing. Like, you see, even with their room, I'm like, I want you to see yourself in everything and see
Yeah.
that you're beautiful and that you're special and you're amazing. And to even being on YouTube, like I had to learn that too, because we get racist people
All
all
the
the time
time.
in here.
Girl,
All
they
the
be
time.
spelling out the word and all. And you be like,
All like it's to the point where I don't even care. It's to the point where I don't even care. I have like just like you, we have excellent moderators and they really care, so they clean it up for us.
yes.
But like when I remember there was a live. I had a live and my daughter, like I said, I didn't teach her about racism like that. I taught her that about racism, but not in the sense because I'm teaching her in a totally different way. I felt like in school we were taught backwards. We should have been taught about slavery and stuff last, because that was the last thing that happened to us, not the first.
That's
Like,
right.
that's not where we came from. That's where it landed. So we oh, okay, I was looking at the see they're doing it now. So
He
we
told
have
me,
it
but we
where
put him in timeout. We know what he was selling.
yeah. So I had it where she like someone put a monkey.
Yeah.
And she's 6 years old. So she's like, oh, mommy, look, a monkey. Ooh, ooh. And I'm like, no, 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 you don't do that, because they're not doing that to be nice to you.
That's
So
right.
after the live, I have to go off and have to explain to her, like, look, people are not going to like you because of your skin color. They don't like you because of the excellence that you come from. Because people they tried to hold our ancestors back and we couldn't be held back. Like, like I had to explain it to her, and it kind of excuse my language, but it pissed me off that I had to explain it to my 6-year-old, because being on YouTube. But
Oh,
it's like, you know what, you have to teach. And I had to teach her like a sense of mental, like understanding where you come from, understand that you're beautiful, understand that you're smart, understand that you come from kings and queens,
yeah.
not slaves. You come from kings and queens. Yeah, that was like a small portion of our life, but without us, there would be no open heart surgeries. There would be no brain surgeons. There would be no stop signs. There would be, light bulbs. And I start going down the line and teaching them like that.
But the funny thing is about this girl is the school, what they taught us, and it was always they taught us Black Americans, we were in slavery, right? But they never taught that even India was in slavery. Even Israel were in slavery.
Everywhere was
Keep coming
enslaved.
out. It was like this is one group of people that were
It's
beating
just
us
us.
down, and that's the sad part because I'm being honest, you guys. When we were in school, they did not teach us nothing else but that, and then we would get the Roots show, girl, on TV every year.
Oh my goodness, every year it was like, let me remind you your place.
Girl. And then when you find out, I never knew they had kings and queens in Africa. You never knew they had gold and diamonds and stuff. And then when I met people from Ghana and Nigeria, and I look at these people that they come here with so much confidence because they were taught their history, the correct history. And I love that. And I love that. But we had, and that's why with homeschooling, you get to reverse all that nonsense.
Yep. Exactly. Like you erase it and you get to reinvent the wheel. Like you could turn it back around to the right direction it was supposed to be in the first place.
Build their self-esteem to love who they are. Because my husband will talk about the slavery that was in India. Girl,
Mhm.
were we taught that in school?
No,
Absolutely.
no,
It was just
no.
a race that was enslaved, and that was all you knew.
And Jim Crow. They made sure you knew about that.
Hello, Cowboy. How are you? Yes. And
Hi.
Cowboy, this is Miss Sasha. She's a top-notch family in here. Please do go over there and join her channel as well. And Cowboy, we are not hiding anybody from the channel. You are welcome to time only them out if they are being extremely rude. Hi,
Yeah.
Xavier. And Xavier's been with me from the beginning too, girl.
Okay.
Perry. Hi, Xavier. Welcome to the channel. We got Miss Sasha on here, another large family mama like myself.
Hi.
So I love that. I love that. So, and with your kids, I love that you're teaching them the history. You know, because I had to really install that into my children.
I had to learn it, honestly.
And I would make them repeat after me. I say, "You say black is beautiful," and they were like, "Black is beautiful." You love who you are. I love who I am. I say because the world, there's some people in this world that's going to tell you other.
Yeah, they want you to hate yourself.
It's a sad. I'll give you a quick story, and I know it's a little bit off a topic, but I was in Kentucky, and I was in I want to say Bed Bath and Beyond. So I was in that store with my mother, and this lady was following us from aisle to aisle.
Wow.
And I go to myself, I said, let me see if she's really following me or it's just in my head. So I go over to like the bathroom stuff. And sure enough, she goes over there and follows this bathroom stuff. And I'm like, I walk up to her, I was like, excuse me. I said, what is your name? Oh, my name is Stacy. Thank you. And I get up to the checkout line. My mom's like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. It's not going to change.
I'm saying everything.
And I go, girl, I felt like the whole store stopped. I could be loud sometimes. I felt like the whole store stopped. It was just staring. And I go, I need to talk to your manager. And the manager comes up there and I said, that employee right there was following me from aisle to aisle to aisle. And I said, and I don't appreciate that. I said, I'm not here to steal anything, And I said, if she asked me, did I need help? And if I told her no, she should not be following me.
You should not following me, yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, girl, I was a little prideful. And I said, and you probably over here making like $8 an hour. I said, honey,
yeah, now you got me. You got me ready to disrespect you now because you disrespected me. So now it's like
I said, honey, I make more money than you. And you sitting up here following me aisle to aisle. And girl, my mom was like, that's why I can't take you nowhere.
You're a New Yorker at heart because we would have that's exactly what would have happened if you was in the city. Like you need something? Like why are you following me? That's exactly how I was.
Girl,
I'm glad I changed her.
Girl, I told my mom, I said, if I didn't say anything, the next black person that came in there, she would have did the same thing.
She would have did the same thing, yeah.
And I said, by me speaking up, that's gonna check her that she's not gonna follow the next black person that come in the store. And I said, you don't do that because some of us gonna tell you, because I would lie because Kentucky is not a whole bunch of racism, but I would go into a store and I'll see somebody following me and I'll be like, I know this person ain't following me around the store. And girl, they would turn around and be like,
no, not me. I was not. We were just in the same aisle. It's okay.
Some days don't catch me in a bad mood because I'm like, stop it. Because if you were in my store, I wouldn't be following you.
Exactly.
Because
your business is only as good as you are.
Sally made that spare skin over there wasn't really stealing while you following me.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Like she's right. You don't see her. She's pocketing it as we speak.
There's people steal from all different colors, all different races. Don't just assume that
because I'm black that I want to steal from you.
And then I won't spend my money there if I feel like if the owner of the store is being like that, you lost. I'm not gonna buy something to prove to you I can buy something. I'm gonna walk out the store. I ain't paying your bills today.
Yeah. My husband, he's like that. He's like, show me something that I don't like so I can show you how I'm not going to spend my money with you. He used to put, like, we've been to so many restaurants where if we got horrible service, he's like, you can keep it. Let's go. And they'll be like, wait, we made it. I don't care. You can keep it. Let's go. Like, he is quick to do that. And I was so happy that he did that because it makes me feel good. Like, where I'm like, oh, I can do that too. I don't have to stay where I'm not wanted. I don't have to accept horrible customer service or racism for that instance.
And love and just showing your kids a self of pride too. Like you don't you said, you don't have to go somewhere where people are mistreating. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You have nothing to prove. We went to Red Lobster and they sat us all the way in the back in the dark by the toilet section.
Oh no.
And I told the guys, like, do you have anywhere else where you can seat us? He was mad, huffing and puffing, but he put us in the front where we should have been. I don't want to be here someone using the bathroom, flushing the toilet while I'm eating. Hello?
Yeah, right? Like,
So he put us in the front, right? And we had a wonderful waiter. And so she got a $60 tip in cash and plus another 30 on the card.
in gratuity, yeah. Yeah.
I'll be
That's
losing
how it
money.
works. Yeah.
So she walked away with what, almost $90 tip. Y'all keep acting silly
Mm-hmm.
and being crazy, but and then teaching. There's so much we have to teach our kids, which is it's just so much in this world. And I tell my kids, it's like just because one person was racist doesn't mean everybody else is.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few ignorant people, and it's from every single race you will find it, even in our own
Mm-hmm.
people.
It, especially amongst our own people, because the level of self hate that was like passed down through life itself, and you find it like because my husband, like you see, my husband is a very chocolate man, and he when we were growing up, he would tell me like the most meanest people was black people.
My mama
Um,
is a very
somebody
chocolate
donated to
girl.
you.
I just did the whole racist thing. I grew up with a bunch of black people, and they were so cool. Thank you, Cowboys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. And my mom too. I don't know if
Hmm.
you ever seen my mom is on one of my reels. My mom too. You know, but my mom was because the way she grew up with some segregation. So
Hmm.
she couldn't swim in a pool when a white person was swimming in a pool. So she
Hmm.
would have us like she would tell us like don't ever trust a white person. Mama
Yeah, like she's on it.
because the way she grew up, and I had to
Hmm.
relearn that thinking like, no, not everybody's
It's not
like.
everybody.
Now I'm a racist. Now I become racist when I start thinking that way.
Hmm.
You see?
Exactly. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change.
Yes. Love on everybody, and just remember there are ignorant people in every single race. Linda, who's that? Linda, this is Miss Sasha. Welcome to
Hi,
chat.
Linda.
So I love how you're raising your kids. Oh, my daughter's over here looking at me. Yeah, tell them they can start on it. I just gotta season the ground beef, and can they make the hamburger patties? Somebody fry them. I can take the car. Yeah, where are you going? To make the hamburger patties? My daughter's asking, could she take my car to make where to make the hamburger patties? Y'all can't take it far. No, we're just gonna take the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. They want to go Dollar Tree. You see how it is? You talk about kids. They're like, she's like, I want to go. Yeah, that's fine. You can go to Dollar Tree. She wants to take my car across the street. Yeah, you okay? Now when Goodwill, I'm still see them tags on there. Hi Jane, how are you? But I love that. It was like building self confidence in our children. um,
Hmm.
to have them love and not be racist. You have to teach your children not to be racist too. Like, if
Hmm.
just because one person from one group was nasty to you doesn't mean that everyone is like that. And for me, as a Christian, I was like, a white person can be racist just as much as a black person can be racist, and we can't do that. We gotta be able to love everybody and just
Hmm.
ignore people that are ignorant. You know?
Yeah, because there is a level of ignorance. And that's what I tell my kids. It's like, we live in a world where people who hate themselves want you to hate yourself just the same way. And
Exactly.
when that happens, you have to love yourself more because they'll do things and they'll say things to hurt you because they're hurt. Hurt people hurt people.
That's right.
So, like, and I think that's why I handle, even like to get off topic a little bit, why I handle my YouTube channel the way I handle it, because it's like I get it. It's like you're hurting for whatever reason. Like you can sit back and you can call me the N word or a monkey or whatever it is you're gonna call me.
That's
That
right.
doesn't break me because I know me. I know my power within. I know what I come from. I know my bloodline. I know my ancestors. I know all the every boundary that was made was broken. So for me, it's like I don't care about that. For me, it's like you hate you and you see me and you see the embodiment of my ancestors. You see the greatness through me, which is
Right.
why you're so frustrated, which is why you're like, oh, I hate you, monkey, and this, that, and the third. It's like, no, you hate you. And it's like you can't make me hate me. And I try to teach my kids that all the time. Like
Girl,
be
yes,
excellent and happy in your blackness.
that's right. And love who you are. What do
I
you
don't
want?
know.
So how long have y'all been streaming? We've been streaming. We've been here since 1 o'clock. And Sherry said, "Amen." I like that. And Cowboy, no, you can't go with them. We've been streaming since 1 o'clock. They tell Raymond they got to season the they getting hungry, girl. So I'm gonna tell the season.
Hmm.
But loving who you are, and the thing about it, I will tell you, God made us, and I'm gonna love every ounce of what He created.
Every bit of it. I don't care. I sit back and I tell my kids too, like, because remember growing up, that was the thing too. Like, oh, she has good hair. Oh, she has nappy hair. No,
Yes,
all hair is beautiful hair. Black people, we got
yes.
beautiful hair.
Thank you. And girl, and then I would it would annoy me, right?
Why is my dog howling? I'm sorry. One
Hello, Sherry. Welcome to chat. Hello, Cowboy. Thank you so much for the donation. You guys, you got Miss Sasha on here. Her channel is called the Top Notch Family. You got to put the A in there to find it, you guys. And if you find her channel, please go and like and subscribe to Sasha's channel, you guys.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. My dogs was howling.
Girl, because the one thing that used to get on my nerve, girl, is for me, I had a ton of curly hair, right? And people would be like, "Oh my God, if you're wearing weave or you're wearing a wig, you don't love your hair. This, that." And I'm like, "Why y'all ain't talking to the white people that got weave? My daughter-in-law got weave in her hair down to her booty. Y'all not questioning her? Don't sit down. And look, girl, she been paid. And girl, she didn't pay $3 grand for her weave, and she didn't spend all their money.
I remember I literally like I used to wear weaves. Like I used to before I put locks in my hair, I used to wear weaves. And I just wanted to try something different. So I went blonde.
Oh,
And I got people telling me, self hate, you hate yourself, you trying to be a white woman. And I'm like, hold on, hold on. I never tried to be my husband. He is quick to argue with somebody for me. Like he's
I
quick to
love that.
defend me. And he's like, listen, like black women from the ages of time have been putting things in their hair like feathers. Like, like if you want to look back at our heritage and our history, we've always did things to make our hair beautiful. So
That's
for
right.
us to wear a weave or anything like that is not far fetched. We're
That's right.
not trying to be like anybody. It's just what we like. This is who we are. This is how we embrace it. It's our art. It's our beauty. Like, like you can't sit back and say because a person has a wig on their head, they hate themselves. No, I don't want to comb and braid my hair every day. Like I've
Girl,
had people tell me to cut my locks, like in the it's on YouTube, like cut your locks. They look like
it's
spaghetti and
beautiful.
stuff. It's like, listen, let me ask you something, right? You sit here, you tell me to cut my locks because they are ugly or because it makes you feel inferior.
That's right.
Ask yourself that because at the end of the day, I'm fine with it. I'm
I
fine with my
know, girl.
spaghetti or my roots or whatever. It's you. You're the one who's intimidated by it. Like,
Exactly. And stop putting your feelings on how we should feel or how we want to do our hair. Cause
mm-hmm.
I can bring my daughter-in-law in here and tell her, girl, how many times somebody talked about your weave and your hair? She can be like, "Not one time." And I'll be seeing her little tracks coming out. Girl, and she got your white girl with the blonde hair, girl, when she got her weave in all the way down here, and she be swinging it and all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like don't talk to me about mines. Like,
I
listen.
know. And I love her. Look, she will fight. She will fight for the family because she down for it, girl. She'll come on chat like, you talking about my mother-in-law?
Uh-huh.
I love it, girl. But Doretto, hi Doretto. Doretto is in here. Doretto is
Hi.
awesome guy. Doretto, we got top notch family in here. Miss Sasha that is in chat.
Hi,
Let's see here.
Beto.
Yeah, I can see your beauty. Oh, yeah, Miss Sasha is gorgeous. Miss
Thank you.
Sasha, if I can get my hair, I would love to lock it. But for me, girl, I get so impatient. I'll be like scratching and doing all this and twisting, and it didn't get on my nerves. And girl, I will grab the shaver quick and be like, this is
You
gonna be
can literally, I've seen people who was like, I want to skip the ugly phase and I don't want to wait until it gets long. There's lock extensions and stuff like that too, where you can just instantly lock your
oh,
hair.
it's quick. I ain't gonna lie, cause she be like, "Girl, how long?" I'm like, "You be like, how long did it grow? Take you grow your lot? One day,
Uh-huh.
one
This
day."
the whole day. This is new.
Girl, I would love to do it. Let's see here. I'm taking a very late lunch right now. Doretto said, "Hi, Doretto." And Melissa said, "Here to Florida Cowboy in New York. 100% chance of rain. Okay. And could you shampoo your beautiful hair for me on live?"
Me, it takes so much for
Oh,
me to. My husband has to wash my hair. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need help washing my hair because it's a lot. It's long, and like when I wash it, I literally like I treat it like laundry. Like I start scrubbing. You gotta treat it like that sometimes, and then like when it's drying, I wring it out like a mop. But like it's a lot. Like
I love
I
this.
would do it, but I would probably have to be in a bathing suit in the shower to show you how,
Girl, you
because
off the chart. Because some of them, girl, you know good well they be asking questions like, "Next, can I see your toes?"
somebody asked me that. No, you know what the most weirdest thing was in my life? Someone asked me, "Can I go to sleep and snore in the camera?"
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
"Wait, what? What do you want me to do? Like, you serious?" It's like, "Yeah, snoring relaxes me. It helps me go to sleep."
We can help you on that one, sir. We can help you. Yes.
Okay, tell daddy that.
Not good with them. You
Okay.
guys can go. Okay, Dorito said like a whole bottle of. And that's why I stick with the short hair is a lot of work. And the other girl, I know, hair is a lot of work. But here's the thing: you love it how you love it, and that's all that matters.
Hmm.
Because I'll be tired of some of these girls, these sisters in here talking crazy. I'm like, go and sit down, mind your business. Why y'all up in somebody else's business? Why?
Right? And why are we having this discussion right now?
Yes, girl. What does my hair got to do with you? Okay. Sherry said, "Oh hell no, this is they weird." Oh my god, they're not. They said, "Hell no, that's just weird." Yes, they
Yep.
watch you sleep. Yeah, they do watch you sleep. I had there's
Yes, she was there. Melissa was there when that person asked me. I'm like, I literally went to find someone. I'm like, this is not the live for you, but I'm gonna look for someone who's sleeping for you. I'll tell you where their live is at, and you go watch them sleep.
it's a
I've
lady
had people ask for my toes, model my fingers. Someone asked me what color was my bra strap. I'm like, what
oh
is
my
wrong with you guys? Like, this is not this out of all the questions in the world you can ask. These are the questions you choose.
It's crazy. And let's say Dorito, so that's why I look like an egg for most of the year, for much my hair is invested. I like that Dorito. Easy to go. I'm telling you. I would like to shampoo your beautiful hair on the live. Sasha, I think Sasha got a fan right here. Sasha's like, not today.
That's
Melissa,
another
are
thing.
laughing. They are laughing. And ROTC is mandatory to have short hair. Yes, I remember at ROTC, you got to have short hair in there. But
I
man,
would have never been a part of it.
like tell them I gotta go cook for the kids. So you guys gotta drop the questions for Miss Sasha in here before we jump off. Girl, I had fun.
I did too. We got to do this
I had
again. This is
I'm gonna
fun.
text you while you're online while they try to drop these questions. I'm
All
gonna
right.
text you my phone number because I'm gonna get that phone fixed, but you can always text me on that, and I'm gonna save your phone number.
Okay.
I'm gonna text you.
Yeah. I honestly got okay. Y'all got questions. Do you like to washing or shampooing? Is it at this live? I'm not washing my hair on this live. You know what I'm gonna do after this? I'm gonna cook dinner for my family because if not, we're all gonna be hungry.
I know.
But I do need to wash my hair. I'm gonna make a video of it. So if you subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna make a video of it because I have to detox my locks and everything. I gotta get all the buildup that my locks has in it out.
That would be good. And the grocery, I want the grocery that can save money. Groceries, I want
Put it back.
because I
Okay,
need
I will.
help in that
Put it back
department.
right here.
Thank you. I will.
Help in that department because I have a lot of kids, girl, and
Yeah.
the boys eat me out of house and home.
That's exactly how we do it. So we'll do that too. And then another thing, we'll make enough food where it would last us. Like we're like leftovers is a thing in my household. Like you see, like when I do my lives, everybody's like, "Do you go live every day?" I'm like, "No, every other day." We value leftovers. I
Um,
will not. I refuse to cook until
yeah.
everything is out of that fridge because a lot of food goes to waste. Being a big family, when you make food and you're constantly packing, you're like pushing it all to the back.
It's
So
fun.
that was like another thing with me when it came down to my groceries. Like someone
But
asked something.
to say it would be amazing. It's nice weather, Sherry. Melissa said the weirdest thing across scrolling on live is a person drawing lips and eyes on their hand. I saw that one.
I saw that and I saw someone like feeding their hand a banana. And I'm like, what is this? This should be illegal. Like, I don't know if this is even like, like this is not what you're supposed to be doing on live.
That is weird. And Doretto said, "Man with hair like that, you ever get it stuck in the door? Probably they
I had,
do."
the longer it gets, and my daughters, I tell my daughter that too because I couldn't wait to get to this length. I'm not gonna lie. When I was like short hair, I was like I can't wait till it get long. But now, like when my baby, if he like say like babies they throw temper tantrums, he's getting tangled in my hair. And
Oh,
it's like he gets tangled on my hair, will get caught in the door, or the most abuse I take is from myself when my hair starts like tickling my arms. And like I'm the type of person that I don't look to see if it's a bug. I'll slap and then see if it's a bug later. And it's usually I'm slapping myself because my hair is in the way. I
you're
kid you not.
like whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
What
it's
you
just my
see this
hair.
morning, girl, with my coffee? It was
Hmm.
out in my coffee. I still drink it.
That's the thing too. Like that's a thing where it's like, you have to be careful. You don't even realize you're like cutting food and like your hair is going across the the cutting board. And
Yes,
it's like it's some things that come with having long hair. I'm not gonna lie.
the joy, girl. But I love it though. I love your hair. I think it's fabulous. Jeff said
Thank you.
C4. I got C4 today. Jeff always asks me, do I have C4 because they know I love to drink energy drinks. But I didn't
Okay.
have none today. Let's see here. The other girl, do you like washing or shampooing on live? No. I feel like you
I've
need
never done it.
now. I feel like you got a fetish and you just asking some weird questions. Cause here, girl, I'm like, some of y'all be okay. Here's the thing: you want to watch? I'm gonna wash my wig for you. I'm gonna charge you $4.99 to subscribe to members only, just to watch it.
I was thinking that, like, maybe we could do that. Like, we could do some subscribing. Like, you want to watch me wash my hair? I'm going to do some super chats for that.
Yes. Let's see. Cowboy said, "I hate the invisible bug feeling on your arm and leg. I smack myself all the time."
All the time. All the time. You know what's a good thing, though, about having locks in the wintertime? I use it as like a scarf. I
Ah,
kid you not. I like take it
like
and
okay,
I'll like wrap it around, and it's like the warmest thing ever. I promise. I watched my husband one time because it was so cold in New York, and he didn't have like a mask, so he took his locks and was like outside like this, and he was good for the rest of the day. I promise.
girl, he was ready to go. Dorito said,
Hmm.
"Feel tingly." How I feel? He said C4 makes him feel tingly. I don't know if you ever had a C4 energy drink. Girl, if
I
you do,
never.
they make you. It's weird. So weird when you drink them. They make you. They have like this tingly after effect to it. I hate when my hair
Mm.
gets stuck under my armpit. So annoying. Sherry says, "I'll pass. I'm good." Okay, I love both of y'all lives. It's a lot of weirdos in here. It is, but
Hi, Larry. Yo, Larry is the one who calls out the weirdos in my lives all the time. I
ah,
promise. He be like, "Up there they go, Sasha. There they go."
I love it. I swear, like I've been live with some I think with my son and Miss Grandma Detail, but you have been the most fun. I'm just saying.
Thank you. It was fun. This is my first time ever collabing with another YouTuber. I'm like, this is nice. I like this.
I love it. And thank you so much for joining me on this. And I told you I was like, girl, it's gonna be slow.
But it was nice though. It was actually nice.
Like, girl, welcome to the family. Okay, and Dorito says I can't grow long hair. My hair starts to look like is it Marge Simpson when I get it to grow out? I get annoyed. And
Like,
it's just like the middle of my freaking head. I will start twirling it and twirling it till I know the crap out of it, and then I'm just like, where's the shavers? I don't know why I do it.
some people don't like hair. I understand.
Oh, my kids be looking at me like, mm-mm. They're like, no. Sasha, what's for dinner?
I honestly, Larry, I promise, I was because I asked them from yesterday. I was like, "What do you guys want?" Because I'm going on live. at 4 o'clock. Y'all gotta let me know so I could like just jump into making dinner. Nobody knows. So I don't even know, Larry. We're gonna figure it out. Or they're gonna be making sandwiches. I don't know. We're gonna figure something out.
They're like, I'm gonna throw out burgers for mine. Like that's gonna be easy. Melissa said
That's
one
what I
day.
thought too.
Girl, Melissa said one day I'll join you guys.
Yeah, Melissa. I've been trying to convince Melissa to start a channel. She said she's shy.
Girl, I know I'll join. I'll follow you, girl. Start a channel, and I think Sasha, there is a way. I don't know how to do it that you can have like more people on one live.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I did see something like that.
I've seen them
I
do
have
it.
to figure it out.
I've seen it. I've been to lives where they have like 4 people on the chat, but I don't know. I think they're using like a streaming app where they're streaming it and connecting it to their YouTube. That would be fun if we can get not the weirdos joining us because we don't want to hear about no
Yeah.
how we wash our hair, scrub our toes, want to hear our sleep, butt cracks, and all that. No, because some of y'all be acting too weird. I mean, I'm like, Sasha, can you end the live, girl?
Yeah, let's like we're gonna have a code word like pineapples or something. Like I need some pineapples. Okay, bye bye everybody. We're gonna get now.
You're like, who is this girl? Who is this online? He said, we're having pork chops and barbecue mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
That sounds good. I like that. I had burgers, baked beans, and chips and cake. It was Mama's birthday. Happy birthday to your mom. Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes. No, you can't go to the dollar store. Tell your mom I said happy birthday, Florida. All right, and Sasha, do you have any more questions before we jump off here?
No, not right now. Other than like when was the next time we're gonna do this? We gotta do this again.
I loved it. It was fun. Girl, it was so much fun. And thank you so much for coming on here. I appreciate
Thank you for having me, and thank all of y'all for being such amazing people.
Thank you.
You guys are great.
And please, you guys, if you guys have not subscribed to Top Notch Family, you are missing out. When I'm telling y'all missing out. It's called the Top Notch Family. Family with the A in there. I know Hassan forgot the A. And you pull up on YouTube search, which is a good thing. Your channel will pull up, and it will pull up your whole channel, and it will say subscribe to it. So she is in the algorithm. That's how good her channel is. Please, yes, thank you. I'm gonna hold on. Let me pin his.
Wait, it's the Top Notch Family because it's other Top Notch families. It's the Top Notch Family.
Okay, you got to put the Top Notch Family. Can somebody type in the chat? Jeff said it's nice meeting you. Nutty, warm them up, pizza.
Nice meeting you too, Jeff. You guys watch the new video. Let me know what y'all think about it and if y'all want more of that. Because that's one thing. Like I'm trying to get to know my subscribers and what you guys want to see as opposed to just putting out things. So let me know what y'all think. Like comment in the comment section. Let me know for my most recent long form. I got a lot of shorts, but I'm trying to get into the long form.
I'm coming and I'm going over there. And you know, long form is where it's at, but the hardest thing is getting people to watch long form. But I feel like this is so funny, girl. I wish I could. Why is it not letting me pin? Oh, I got to touch it from here. I feel like the only way I can get people to watch my long form, girl, is when I'm not going live a lot. And then they'd be like, "What's she doing?"
That's what I was thinking. I was like, but I was thinking that I was like, maybe I shouldn't go live as much. But the fact that I'm taking the time to because it takes me a little while to edit the content.
Yeah.
So it's like I wind up not going live anyway. But I don't want to take away from my lives too much, but I do have to like take a step back from the lives a little bit. Not as crazy, but like a day or two, like all right, out of the week where it's like I'm just focusing on making the long form content because I'm slow with it. I'm not gonna lie at all.
Yes, because you want that support on there. And then I know if we do too much shorts, because my channel grew from shorts. That's how this channel grew. It blew up from the shorts, mainly the shorts. But I noticed if when I do all the shorts, I would get people that subscribe just to watch shorts, and then they weren't watching the long content. But I noticed if I pull back from the shorts and the lives, then the long content views will start to go up more. You know? So, girl, because sometimes you be like, dang.
Mm-hmm. Like, why can't it be everything? Like, balance. I just want it all. Like,
yeah, it's like, can you watch it? Why is it not let me click on this? But I'm trying to click on it. I'm gonna try to click on
And I
it.
make lasagna. You know what's funny, Larry? My husband literally asked me to make lasagna, and he was like, "You want to make lasagna after the live?" I'm like, "Babe, that's going to take a lot." So I'll make lasagna. I'll do it. I have my husband's grandmother's recipe. She taught me how to make it.
And have you
So
tried the
good.
no bake, or is it the easy bake? Is it called easy bake lasagna? Have you tried those? Where you don't have to boil it
Mm-mm.
and you just put the shells in there and then you can just add the
I've
sauce.
never. You tried that
Girl,
before?
I tried that. It's so much easier. Girl,
Wow.
I'm like, I'm boiling it and they gotta put it in there. I'm like,
Yeah, it's the steps.
I'm trying to get out of those steps. It says getting better soon as you can in Florida. Miss Sasha can okay, I saw the lasagna, can you make lasagna? Who be the one going to jail? TWC. TWC. I love him, but he will come in here and ask for the hot tub or a crazy comment. TWC, don't forget to subscribe to the Top Notch family. You got to subscribe. He's good people, girl. So if you see him in your chat, he is good. I promise you. Drinking too much C4 got me rolling. I ain't getting no C4 today. Hola to you, Marie. And let's see here. Cowboy is like Myers. You know he crazy, Florida. Nobody going to jail. Neither. They good. Thank you. Cooking with Sasha. I like that. Cooking with
Right.
Sasha.
Yeah, because every time when I would be cooking, the girl is cooking with Kaya, cooking with. I'm like, you guys are cooking with Sasha. She ain't on here. Don't give her my flowers.
Oh yes, I hear that, girl. Yes, but it was so good having you. Thank you so much. I know we both got cooked.
Yeah,
Large
we do.
opportunities are calling. I don't know if I'm gonna get on late tonight again. 'Cause I usually try to, but y'all, I gotta catch up on dinner. Let me get that
Yeah,
dinner.
it's about to be 7 where I am now.
And we're going on 4 o'clock. So you guys, please subscribe to the Top Notch family. It is pinned. My brain went slow a little bit. I finally got it pinned, girl. I don't know what I was thinking. It said replace the pin. And I'm looking for a pin comment. It literally says replace the pin. Subscribe to her channel. She's a mama to 5. You guys, she has 3 girls, 2 sons. She does cooking on her channel. She also has long content that you can go in there and enjoy, you guys. So I hope to see you guys over there as well. Then you'll be arrested, Myers. I still want you to say so crazy, girl. So thank you so much, Sasha. Girl, we got to do it again.
Okay, for sure.
We got to do it again. So, but I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for joining.
All right, everybody. Thank you. I had fun. I'm not gonna lie. This was exciting. I can't wait to do this again with
I
you,
know, girl. And
Sheeta.
now you got my number. So when I text you, I'm like, it's me. It's on my son's
All right.
phone. I'm on your broken phone. I'm like, girl, that phone don't work.
Uh-huh.
Or I know I'll get messages on my phone through that email only because it's not activated. Because I'm like, no, I got the broken one. It's gonna be
It doesn't make sense, yeah,
no.
to pay an extra bill.
Okay, hit the like button, people. All right, so thank you so much. We are signing off, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel, you guys. All right.
Yeah, and please let me
Sasha,
know what y'all want to see too. I want to know.
yes. And thank you so much for joining me, girl. We will definitely do this
You're
again.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
All
See
right.
you guys,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.